then you know they started paying people $20 million to come do a movie, and then they stopped making $20 million per movie. You know what I mean? Like Sandler was getting that, Jim Carrey was getting those. I gotta take a call.
Wait, I thought funny. I thought funny was just funny. Like, I mean, of course, comedy's subjective, but
Also,
Talladega. My bad. Go ahead.
I'm sorry. Also, with the spoofs, usually when the spoofs were coming out, it's when the genre is very overpopulated. But now all the major studios own those, so it's not like they want to like kill off those genres.
Yeah.
So it makes it a little bit harder with the
Spoofs be
spoofs.
funny.
And comedy is a tougher sell overseas too.
I see that.
That's always, you know, well, overseas we can sell this, but with comedy, it's gonna get lost in translation.
Yeah.
So
That's why
they
I feel like spoofs would be good because we've seen those movies. Just make fun of stuff we've already seen.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's what made when I saw Not Another Teen Movie, it was already hilarious. When I saw the movies they was making fun of, and I watched it again, I was dying.
Oh, it makes it
funny.
funny. Yeah.
It makes it funnier.
But now,
that's what Craig was saying.
But now all the studios
studios
are only doing tentpole movies, like huge Marvel movies. It's not like very many regular teen movies anymore.
Right.
Their
Who
teen
spoofed the Marvel
movies are
ones,
now
though?
based in the Marvel world.
That's what they be doing on YouTube. They just spoof all them Marvel movies. That's all my kids watch.
When you watch the spoof, like Scream wasn't scary anymore. Like, and when you watch the spoof, when I first saw Scream, I was like, oh, this is scary. This dude popping out of nowhere. Now you see that mask, it's like funny.
Mm-hmm.
You just think of the Wayans.
Yeah.
You just think of Marlon smoking and it just.
And Scream had a funny element to it.
Did it?
It
I'm
did.
talking
Yeah,
about
to
when
me
you
it
first
did.
watched it.
When I first watched it,
I
it
wasn't
did.
scared.
You weren't scared?
Nah.
Scream never really scared me because they were already kind of poking jabs at the horror genre within the movie. Remember that whole conversation they was having? I'll be right back. And then he went to...
They were being a little goofy.
They were talking about this like Jamie Kennedy. Was it Jamie Kennedy in that movie?
Yeah.
He was talking about everything that happens in every horror movie.
And then he really
Remember
got
they was
killed
at the party?
and it was like, oh, yeah.
He's like, the virgin always lives, this, that, and the third. And they were doing that, playing it on his head. But they happened to have real murders in the movie, which made it. And that's what made Scream popular. It was like, yo, this is dope.
Yeah,
Not only do we get a real slasher flick, but we also talking about the slasher flicks.
Yeah. Plus, by the time the Screams came out, we was already Friday the 13th. What, 6 or 8 of those in?
Oh, 10,
plus
probably.
Halloween. So it's like, all right, what you got?
Right. Mm-hmm.
For the new audience, I could see them being like, oh.
Yeah. And then, you know, those played out, and then people got interested again when it was like, you know, Rob Zombie would do a Halloween, and then that last Halloween made crazy money.
Was it scary, though? I didn't see it.
It was solid. Yeah. It was like,
Rob do his
but now
thing.
it's like, you know.
It's hard to say what's scary now, though, because you don't be.
I'm scared of ghosts. Slashers never scared me like that. Even though Michael Myers is creepy as hell.
I'm scared of ghosts.
Yeah, I'm more scared of slashers than ghosts.
I'm more scared of ghosts.
I'm like, oh god, like, I need more real life like situations that like really
Foreclosure
happen.
coming this
foreclosure.
far.
That's why Chernobyl scared me. Because it was real.
Yeah.
I watched that. I was terrified because I was like, this can happen at any moment.
Yeah.
Right.
Again.
Yeah.
You know, so I was like, this is real terror.
That's
Yeah, them Contagion movies.
Oh,
Right, that can really happen.
Like,
That's when I'm
I'm
like
scared.
And what was Chernobyl? I didn't see it. What was it about?
neither.
Chernobyl was about that nuclear plant breakdown in Russia in the 80s.
Okay.
This is in my lifetime. So it was like, yo, they had that meltdown, and then they had to evacuate the whole city. To this day, it's still, you can't even go over there because it's radioactive. And so had that, you know, got any worse, it was just, and then the people around there were getting sick. The people that came, the firemen, all that were dying horribly. So I was like, this is real.
Wait, how were they
Outbreaks
dying?
so
Like,
scary.
were they turning like what? Just like what? Couldn't breathe or what?
No, it was just
Radiation
like,
poisoning.
Oh snap!
yeah, it was horrible.
It's almost like a mutation thing. That's what it looks like.
Oh hell
horrible
no.
See, that's
deaths.
real.
Yeah, that's real.
I'll be like,
And it was real, so I was like, "This right here is the scary shit." But I like ghost stuff too. I like The Conjuring and stuff like that.
Yeah,
because I'd be like, "Ooh, that'd be creepy."
yeah. Slashers is what got me. The physicality of Freddy being able to touch you.
Well, Freddie got me.
gets you in your sleep.
That's
why I was like,
that's
yo,
why
I
he
can't
wasn't
defend
fair.
myself.
He wasn't fair. That's not
Like
fair.
Jason, I was like, he's slow.
Jason never scared me.
He never scared me.
dodge
He
Jason.
announcing himself. I'm not hear you, nigga.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like,
He got the iPod on.
I know you
and shit.
here, bro. Like he just never scared me because he was slow, and I'm an athlete. I was like, I would outrun him. I'm not gonna get tired.
Yeah.
Like I'm good.
He
But
never
Freddie,
scared
I'm
me.
like, I can't not sleep.
You just have to wake
But
up.
with the Jason thing, everybody thought that, but remember the boxer.
Yeah.
The boxer thought
He
had
ran out of
him.
gas.
Yeah.
He had Jason.
He
One
had
more
him.
hit, he could have fell
He
off
could
that
have fell
roof.
off the roof. He ran out of
Bought
gas.
himself some time.
They didn't have to knock his head off.
He didn't
that,
have
was
to,
that was unnecessary.
he didn't
bro.
have to stand there and wait for the punch.
He did. He could at least pushed, kicked him. You have your feet.
He could have
He
ran
could
at
have
that
kicked him in the
point.
chest.
I always like because everybody always thought they had to answer with either one of those, like Freddie. Yeah.
No, I
if
never
I
had
was
to
a
answer with Freddie.
superhero, and then he just cut you up.
Even in the third one, when they were using their powers in the Dream Warriors, they would run out of steam, and Freddie would be like, "You done?"
Right.
They'd be getting him at first, and then he'd be like, "You done?" And then he would get him every time. So I was like, but Freddie was
smoke
creepy.
Freddie.
Michael Myers was creepy though.
Well, he had the creepiest music of all time.
Yeah, and his mask is scary to me.
Mike Mask was scary.
Yeah, but it was just something about Jason's look.
Yo,
and
you know who's
outfit.
creepy but not threatening? That little dude from on a little tricycle.
Oh, the Saw.
Yeah.
Not
What's
threatening at all, though.
Not threatening at
I was
all.
never scared of
Because
Chucky
you'd
either.
punt him, but you'd be if you saw that
Jigsaw.
little dude, you'd be like,
Yeah,
hey, what's about to
What's
happen?
it's a
happening,
creepy
right.
visual for
Yeah.
sure.
You would punch Chucky maybe once, but if he come back, you running.
I'm kicking the shit out.
Nah,
of
you're not going for Chucky.
Chucky was funny, bro.
He
Come
was
here,
so
man.
funny.
Chucky was funny.
And
You
I-
lousy bitch. Like, whoa.
And I watched Chucky struggle too much with like kids and women. I was like, I would kick
Oh,
his
yeah.
ass. Because you know he's a dog.
Yeah.
So he be trying, like, I'm going to kill you. I'm like, nigga, shut up.
He's
Chucky was
Yeah,
biting
but
people.
that
Chucky was
little-
Like, it would
funny.
hurt. I would get cuts. Like, he would try to
You
cut
get
me
little
with a little
cuts,
knife
yeah.
and stuff like that. It would
Yeah.
hurt.
But that
You know
little
what I'm saying?
jigsaw doll will change your whole day. If you see
Oh,
one in the
yeah.
morning, you're like
Hold it
everything
here
you
right
do.
Now,
Like,
now
oh.
you know you're gonna die if you see it twice in a day.
you'd be
Yeah.
like,
If you're at the parking lot, you're like,
You about to be in that trap.
that's crazy. But then if you see it again later on, you're like, oh snap!
You're not
All
killing him
right.
the first time you see him. Kick him off his
Yeah.
tricycle.
When that movies dropped, when Saw dropped, I was like, what
Not
have I
today.
done in my life that he would use against me?
Yeah.
Because I was like, I ain't really done nothing.
That's the scary part. You wake up already chained up in the trap.
I was like, I've never done anything bad.
just kill him. Just,
And you'd be like,
die.
nah, I
Wanna
want to
die.
play a little game.
Right.
I don't want to play.
But they all
Wanna
did
play?
terrible stuff.
yeah, but the reality of it is, if somebody seen you kick Lil Chucky and they caught it on a camera, social media is just gonna end you.
Oh, yeah.
They see
Cancel
you kick Lil,
culture.
cancel culture, you're
I don't
done.
care. I'm gonna be like, my
They-
life was on the line. And, like, I
They
feared
see,
for my life.
they see you beating up Michael Myers, an old white man. It's over. It's done. You can't even protect yourself.
Michael Myers old, man.
Oh, I can't even see what they saying on there. My bad, guys.
Oh man,
It's too far.
This is
Oh, yeah,
mad
they are
far.
hella far.
It's so
What's up,
far because
y'all?
I wanted them to get. I wanted to get everybody.
Can they
You
hear?
can't bring them up
They can hear
closer.
us.
You
I can't see if they ask questions or anything. I can't see what.
Hello, in Keon's world.
Keon's
you hear
Patreon
us?
are just like,
What's up,
all
y'all?
right, we just here viewing.
All right.
Sorry, guys.
Well,
Keon didn't.
But welcome to another episode of Daddy Issues.
beep, 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 beep. Normally you say we are back, so it
Yeah.
threw me off.
I mean, you know.
You know what I mean? I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready.
This might be the worst intro we've
Tony's
had.
tired.
I wasn't
right
even
now.
gonna do an intro. I was just gonna keep it rolling.
Go with the flow.
They know why we here at
You
this
know the
point.
cold open.
The cold open,
The
right?
cold
They
open.
like that though.
Oh yeah, the cold
Yeah,
open
they
is
like
what we
it.
do, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm like those movies where they don't even show the title.
People always gonna talk about that. You get the longest intros.
Mm-hmm. Longest intros in hip hop, man. Okay.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah,
This man Keelan woke up today, bro.
What was he on today?
Because he's already been on the last episode we did of his show. He was talking about girlfriends and how he got 3 girlfriends, but not
Turn
10
up.
because that's too many.
Mhm.
Blah, blah. So
I
he
feel that.
likes Ashanti, mermaids, and Mary Jane from Spider-Man.
Wait, mermaids, is that more than one?
I guess.
Okay.
I don't know.
Which Mary Jane?
But
like
I don't
Zendaya
know.
Mary Jane?
I think the cartoon, if I'm keeping it real.
I feel
But
that.
Ashanti's the real deal.
Ashanti is who he likes, which, you know, we got into it. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? 'Cause I was like, that's me, bro. You got to chill. And then this morning, he woke up. He was like, Dad, they wanted Justice League toys. And I bought him a Cyborg last night. He was like, oh, you forgot Wonder Woman. I was like, well, you didn't ask for that. He was like, but I want her. And I was like, well, I'll get it. I was like, why? He was like, because she's beautiful. And I was like, bro, you and these women. So yesterday we had a friend come by with her 2 boys. So she leaving. He's like, okay, bye, queen. I said, wait. He said, bye, queen. I said, why did you? We laughed, and she laughed. I said, why did you say that? He was like, she's beautiful. And I was like, bro, you have a problem. Like, you.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I'm like, Ashanti, and this girl's very good looking. I was like, Ashanti, and then Wonder Woman, I was like, his taste.
His taste
is
is
phenomenal.
Yeah,
His taste is phenomenal. But I'm just like, calm down, bro.
Wonder Woman was my first crush. The TV show?
Old Wonder Woman?
The
new
TV
one
show.
is beautiful.
She-
TV show.
She is good looking, man. Like I was looking at Wonder Woman 1984, trash movie. But I was looking at her.
terrible.
Oh, the movie was terrible.
gorgeous,
But I
though.
was looking at her and I was like, yo, she's really good looking. Like
She's
it's not
pretty.
like and it wasn't like I was like, yeah. It was just like, yo, she is good looking.
Right.
Yeah.
It's on the straight up. And so
Yeah, I don't sexualize her. I just
I
acknowledge.
don't sexualize her either.
I'd be
I'm
like,
just
she's really pretty.
Exactly.
It's like that's it.
Yeah. I was just like, man, she out here.
I just stopped right there. But
Best
she's
looking
gorgeous.
in the Justice League. You know what I'm saying?
I gotta catch up on the Justice League.
Not really.
Oh, you don't.
I'm not missing nothing.
Not really. Man.
Okay, good.
I didn't like. I didn't
Everyone's
like
talking about it though.
Kristen
I mean,
Wiig.
have you seen the theatrical?
Yeah.
It's 4 hours long.
It's they add a lot to Cyborg though. They
Who
give
is
you a
what-
lot.
That's
of
the black
I
Cyborg.
wanna
guy. That's
see.
the black guy.
Yeah,
Cyborg.
That's what I
they
wanna
give
see
you a
anyway.
lot about him and his family.
Wow, okay,
That's
that's
what I
enough
wanted
for me
to
to
see, 'cause they
watch.
didn't give
I
him
might-
a lot in the original.
I might tap
Nah.
in then.
Yeah, I might
I
tap
might
in
watch
on
that.
that. On
They
the strength
do
of that. Yeah.
Okay.
Because 4 hours. What about Flash though? They talk about him.
They
for
give him
longer.
extra too.
Yeah.
They showed us one scene, but they give him extra.
But he
as
has
well.
no TV show. I don't need. But even though it's a
He
different
does
dude.
have a TV show,
Yeah,
so
he
it's
does.
like we don't need to give you too much. Cyborg was the main one
That
that
nobody
really
knew.
needed some
I
real
still
estate.
didn't really know what Cyborg.
He's beefing with
'cause I
the
only
studio
know him-
too right now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Mhm.
I can see why. Like when you see how much they cut out.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's the
Like-
guy that was accusing him
Ray
of being,
Fisher,
of
yeah.
being
'Cause
racist.
he was hardly in there in that one.
Yeah, so it was like, oh, I get it now.
And his comics are dope.
That's a
though.
hard fight though when you're like you're being racist and they're like, well, the movie's 8 hours long. And,
Yeah,
this merchandise is selling more. We don't have any Cyborg T-shirts, but the Superman T-shirts.
But that's my kids. That's what they wanted first. They wanted Cyborg. I feel like my kids, without saying it, are very conscious of black superheroes.
Black.
Like
You just
they
know what you
want,
look like.
And it's
They
dope they
want
had
the
options
ones that
now.
they,
Right.
so they wanted
Right.
Cyborg immediately. They wanted Black Panther.
Wasn't no
immediately.
Black
They-
Panthers growing
They
up.
definitely.
They
Be,
were-
I
they
could
were
tell
there,
they be
but
doing
were
it.
they?
Good.
Black Panther came out in the '60s.
I know. I didn't see any toys ever.
Oh.
That's what I'm talking about.
But
Comics,
yeah,
yeah.
because it was like
He
you
was
know,
always in the comics.
All we had
Yeah.
was the
Comics,
comics.
yeah.
Right.
But as far as like movies and
toys.
yeah, we didn't have that. So
You know,
kids
I would
now-
have to grab the Ninja G.I. Joe. Like he's black.
Oh yeah,
Snake Eyes.
That's why I was pissed off about Snake Eyes because his original look was his hands was out.
And they were black hands.
They were white hands. So he could have been Asian or white. Definitely wasn't black.
Oh.
So it was like, man, you know what I'm saying?
Could have gave us his hands.
But then they came out
Gave
with
us
the
his
all
hands.
black. He was like, it could be a black dude under there. So we were claiming like
Oh, we
Destro.
always
We were claiming Destro.
Anybody-
He was a villain, but he had the
helmet.
silver helmet.
Yeah.
and he
Anybody who
sounded
wasn't
black in
white-
the cartoon.
right.
And he
Anybody
had a
wasn't white was
baldy.
black.
Yeah.
And
But
he had
then
a baldy.
you had Stalker and Roadblock. They
I
were
used to
straight
claim
up
Mr.
black
Clean,
dudes.
bro.
Hey,
He's the same back in the
Clean?
90s.
We
I was
had
like,
the
he black.
refrigerator Perry on there. You have to give the shout out. The fridge.
The fridge.
Yeah, Mr. Clean.
I mean, you claim
Y'all
Mr.
didn't- y'all-
Clean?
Yeah, I used to see Mr. Clean
No,
on
I
commercials.
didn't
Like,
claim Mr.
was
Clean.
so
very
good.
black.
he
about
looked
Mr.
like
Clean.
Jason Kidd. I was like, he could be
Nah,
one of
bro,
us. He could be one of us.
It depends though.
But now they whitewashed him. Now he's white. Now he's a white
I feel like
dude.
he was always white.
He's
I
got-
thought he was always
He just had
white
the bald
too.
head.
Nah, man, I was just like,
and
Mr.
white
Clean
dudes
might be
rock
black,
bald
baby.
heads.
That's because we weren't used to seeing
ambiguous.
bald-headed white dudes.
Right.
Yeah.
All yeah, it was Kojak, but other than that, it was
Look,
like,
but look at the ones in the '90s. His image in the '90s, because now he's really white.
Right.
But if you look, people, if you guys go back and you look at him in the '90s,
You
you be
seen
like,
the labels back in the day.
He's a little Boris Kojo-ish.
yeah, exactly.
Little mulatto.
Yeah, I was like, I was Jason Kidd. We got one.
Mr. Clean, man. I was Mr. Clean for.
I saw that. And also that. There you go. You could have easily be the new Mr. Clean.
I felt like Mr. Clean.
You
too.
could be
I
the
was
new
like,
Mr.
man,
Clean
I
right
feel
now.
like
You
I
could
could
be the new
I
Mr.
could
Clean.
be him in a movie.
The fact that they just said like Mr. Clean, it was like that simple.
If
And it
we
became
found
like
out
this
Mr. Clean
huge-
was really black,
Yeah, that's
You
a
know what I'm
movie
saying?
right
that's
there.
the struggle behind
Man,
the
cue
scenes.
it up, Craig.
We're gonna find
Write
out that
that
he
up,
was a
man.
black dude and they whitewashed him like an Aunt Jemima kind of thing. I'm telling you, bro. It's the
I like how
story.
you said
Like-
aunt instead of Aunt Jemima.
Aunt Jemima.
Aunt.
Huh?
Aunt.
He said it proper.
You said it
Aunt
proper.
Jemima.
What? How you supposed to say it?
Jemima.
Aunt
Aunt
Jemima.
Jemima. Aunt Jemima.
Aunt?
Aunt.
You
You
can't
put-
say it.
sounds
How
dumb
you
to
put
me.
Jemima in there? It's Jemima.
It's Jemima.
Jemima.
We said Aunt Jemima. You got some Aunt Jemima?
I think we used to say it as a play on it.
Hey,
but-
bro, don't come to me about some aunt and aunt when you can't even say the Jemima and Jemima.
That's
Well,
what
he
we
know he's
said.
getting
That's what
more
they
black
called it.
though. He
Yeah.
said Jemima.
Aunt Jemima.
We
No,
didn't
Auntie Jemima.
we didn't say-
That's what he
We
was
didn't say
saying.
auntie.
Aunt.
Aunt.
Auntie. Auntie,
Remember,
auntie
when we
don't
were growing
sound
up,
white to
everybody
me.
be like,
Auntie?
that's my auntie. I'd be like, damn
Auntie.
it, that is, y'all really going there.
Aunt Katie. I call my aunt.
Yeah.
You call her aunt?
Maybe it's a
Yeah,
Midwestern.
Aunt
I don't
Katie.
know.
I say auntie.
I
say
say
aunt,
auntie.
Because I had to go into what I actually say.
My aunt.
Wait, did I
Katie.
say, I say auntie.
Get up
What
off
a-
me,
what a
man.
you.
I say Aunt Alice. Aunt Alice.
Aunt.
What you say, Craig?
Auntie.
Yeah, I
Auntie.
say, I
Why,
say, but I say
why
what
did
a
y'all
you.
just look at me like I was crazy?
You said correctly.
I didn't. I never.
No, we were
Auntie.
talking
You
about
two did.
we were
But
talking
it's
about
Aunt
Aunt
Jemima.
Jemima. Aunt Jemima.
Y'all hilarious,
Aunt-
bro. It's
Aunt
the same
Jemima.
damn word.
Aunt Jemima.
No, she ain't in my family. That's the brand, Aunt Jemima. Auntie is Auntie. That's Aunt Jemima.
Y'all call your auntie TT?
No, auntie.
I think that's a new thing. TTs.
TT?
Yeah, TT is what they call aunties.
Really?
For the most part, yeah.
For the T
T.
on there.
There's a lot
I've
of
seen
new
that
stuff
for
like
kids
a lot.
and-
There's not many grandmas now. They don't want to be called grandma.
Mm,
That's
nanas.
like old.
Mhm.
So it's a lot of nanas and nanas.
Nenes.
My mom goes by Gigi.
My mom goes by Nana.
Mhm.
We've been calling her Nana since my oldest nephew. Like we call her hey, Nana. Like we just all called her that.
Ain't no more big moms.
Now it's back to mom. But
Yeah,
like,
the saying came out over this last generation of I ain't your grandma, I'm your
Yeah.
Gigi. Or I ain't your grandma,
Because they,
I'm
well,
your
but
Nene.
I mean, I get it as far as parents kept getting younger and they didn't feel like my mom, 55. She like
Right.
I'm not.
your mom
Right.
young,
Yeah,
man.
she's like
super
I'm
young.
not old. Like I'm not doing grandma.
What's
So I
crazy
was
with
like,
mine is we were the only ones that called my grandma on my dad's side Grandma Isla, but all her other kids just called her Isla. Like my dad don't call his mom. He called her Isla.
Really?
they was on
Yeah.
First
Jackson's?
name?
First name. It's weird.
Like Katie.
Weird. She didn't want to be called like
I thought about
mom,
that.
but they called their
Oh, she didn't
grandma
want to be called mom either.
mom either.
I just
Wow.
thought how
She was
brave
like-
But we were
he
the only
was.
ones that called her Grandma Isla.
I thought
They
about
made
that.
us call her Grandma Isla, but my other cousins and stuff,
Yeah.
they call her Isla. They be Isla, just like that. She didn't
Wow.
want to be called that. But I think as she got older, she kind of was like, and before she passed, she kind of was like respected us more
Yeah.
for referring to her as Grandma Isla.
Well,
Oh,
that's-
okay.
You know what I mean?
She put it out there.
Yeah, she did, but yeah, my dad called her Isla.
Okay.
Weird stuff though. We used to be like, I mean, I thought it was normal.
Is that your real mom?
Yeah, he'd be like Isla.
Because that's what I would think. Wait, is that your real?
Yeah,
You
baby, we
know?
gotta pick. I've never heard him say we gotta pick up stuff from my mom. Hey, we gotta go pick up some stuff at Isla. I'm like, oh, okay.
I don't think I've ever called my mom by her first name.
Yeah, I
to
would be
her.
either. I would get
No,
in
I've
trouble.
I've said it to people, but I don't
Yeah.
think I've ever. It's not that she be like, "Don't you ever call me?" It's just
And that it's the
it never
instinct.
registers. It's like
Me neither.
that's mom or
Yeah.
mom or
That's how I introduced my mom too. This is my mom.
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah, me too.
That's
Yeah,
her name.
This
This
my
is
mom.
It
Hey,
ain't-
mom.
Mom,
Right.
mom.
And she'd be like, "Say it,
Yeah.
this is mom." You know what I'm saying?
You don't have your name.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to the granddad label.
Me too.
Grandpa.
I wouldn't-
or whatever.
I wouldn't be mad
I
at
don't
it.
care. The
I
only
think
thing
I'm-
I don't like is uncle. I just don't like the word.
I don't like uncle now when people they be like, "What's up, Unc?"
Yeah, just
I ain't that old.
it's
yet.
an
Well,
unattractive
okay.
word for me.
So I was on my live talking about that, and I was like, I think you guys are abusing Unc and OG or whatever, because like it'd be a nigga like 28.
yeah.
Like, what up, OG? I'm like, I'm barely older than you. Like, if you did when I was growing up, an OG was somebody you in high school, and that's a man.
Right.
You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like OG to me now, he's 50. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? 60 years. I'm not gonna. I was like, y'all need to adapt more big homies and big bro. Like that's the smaller
Big
age.
bro,
Big
big
bro
bro
is
say.
legit.
You know what I'm
Usually-
saying? But when
usually-
you go Unc, and
Usually,
you go,
Unc
you
is
know
a
what I mean?
subtext for this bill's on you. Usually, Unc is all the respect. This is on you. Thank. What up, Unc?
Cause they be doing. I'm like I understand a high school kid saying OG to me. I understand.
Fair
it, 'cause I
game.
got you. I'm old enough to be your father.
Fair game.
I understand. But it be dudes literally. I'm like, bruh, you graduated 8 years ago.
Right.
Like we're not. No,
We're
you're
not
my
that far
peer.
away.
Like, this is not. Big bro, big homie is the best you could do.
Right.
Like OG, Unc, you be like, I'm barely older than
Right.
you.
OG.
They use it, and they like it's a sign. So we in the comments, they like it's a sign of respect. All that. I was like, I get that, but the gap doesn't match.
It doesn't match up.
And like most, like 90% of the people agree with me. And they was like, yeah, y'all doing it wrong. You can't just say that. Like one guy was like, I just look up to you. I'm like, how old are you? He was like 27. I'm like,
You're not that far
What are you
away. Yeah,
talking
you're not that far away.
if we were in sports, I would
Right.
be playing against you.
Right.
Like there's not no.
Well,
I
the
could be a
lookup
senior.
is legit though.
The what?
The lookup's
You-
fine.
the lookup to
So
somebody
everybody
that's
in the
close in
comments
age
was
is
like,
legit.
everybody was like, well then that's a big homie or a big bro, like not OG. Like
But yeah,
it's not-
OG is.
Now if a 16-year-old said it to me, I'd be like, well, you know, I got him by a lot of years.
What about
Like,
Big Dog?
Yeah, that's
fine.
fine. I'm cool with everything.
I didn't like
but
Big
Uncle.
Dog.
You didn't like it?
What you mean?
Yeah, I was like, because I'm bigger.
I don't like Big Dog.
What's up, Big Jim? My
Yeah.
weight.
I didn't
Big
like
Dog.
Big Dog
like
because
that.
I'm 5'7", so I was just like, well, it's not the height that you're
Chaz thought
calling
they
me
was being
big.
disrespectful, Big
What's
Dog.
up, Big Dog? What you trying to say, nigga? Huh?
You big.
Ain't no Clifford over here, homie. Huh?
Big dog.
I'm still trying to figure out what I want. You know, we all got kids. I'm still trying to figure out what to be called. Because, like, you know, the last 2 weekends we've had kids over, and the parent walking and be like, oh, what do they want you to, what do you want them to call you?
I don't like the Mr. Chaz thing. I don't like that. Sounds so stupid.
Cotty.
Mr. Chad.
That's so
Yeah.
dumb.
And I was
I
like,
felt weird when because you were saying to Keelan and Kendrick, that's Mr. DC. I
That's
felt
so,
weird.
That's so weird.
It's
I didn't
like-
want to be called Mr. DC by then.
but my kid, I come from a gym where we didn't call adults by their
Right.
first
I
I
name.
agree
feel
with
that
you.
100%.
So I was just
feel
like, y'all got to come up with something
that. yeah.
because I can't. You know,
Mr. Irvin?
Mr. Irvin,
That-
that's old.
That's old.
What
That's
y'all
not-
want, man?
Mr.
They gotta call you something to get respect.
Like Kenan and Tony lucked out because it's just Godfather, so they don't have
Yeah.
to do
Yeah,
anything.
I
But
don't know,
everybody, because
man.
Cotty was like just Cotty. But when I heard kids calling her Miss Cotty, I was like, that fits. Like that works.
I think it's
Like,
different for the female. it's better for
But
them.
I don't want no kid calling me by my first name.
Well, it depends on
I'm
how
like, you gotta
long.
pay your dues, bro. You 6. Like, I'm not doing this.
I say if you know a kid over 10 years, it's legit. They could be like uncle.
I mean, yeah.
Because out here, I've had so many uncles just because they've seen me since I
You
was
just got
8
so many
years
uncles
old.
for real.
They'd be like, "What up, nephew?"
Yeah.
I feel that.
I
And
call
plus,
my-
they probably didn't know my name. So
I call my dad's best friend Unc.
Yeah.
What's up, Unc? Just out
If
of-
time is put in, I'm with the
Yeah,
uncle
super
thing.
time.
But
Yeah.
regular people in here, no.
yeah, it gotta
I
happen
even let
naturally
it,
though.
I even
Like-
let it ride too.
Right.
Like, my bad. Go ahead.
Like for my, if you really in my family or you a kid, yes, uncle all day. But just
Right.
But I don't like the word because people think I'm ashamed of my age, or whatever. I'm like, hell no.
You
Call
say
me
age
Pop,
all
call
the
me
time.
Gramps, call
Right.
me OG. I
Yeah,
don't care.
right.
But uncle, when it don't apply, I'll pass. Call me something else. Uncle. It's just an ugly ass word.
Uncle.
It's the ugliest word in the family dynamic of names.
Because what is an uncle?
Uncle. Oh,
Sorry.
I'm sure someone's gonna have an acronym in the.
Actually, Uncle came from the 1600s.
they give us the real
It was
scoop.
first tracked down.
I'm trying to figure out. I'm still trying to figure out my thing, because I was like, I was gonna let him go with Mr. P, but I was like, that's a comedy album. So I was like,
Mr.
I
P?
wanna do that.
Patrice, I want to see that documentary, man.
I tried to watch it the other day and I just forgot.
I want to see it.
I started it, but you know me.
Our phones are
He didn't
the
finish.
worst.
What did your kids' friends call you?
Mr. Irvin.
Yeah.
See?
Yeah, they do. Mr. Irvin. And I don't mind it. It's respectful.
That's what I'm saying. It's just
Yeah.
like I don't be like, kids, you gonna respect, but it's just like if the parent come in, like,
Yeah.
what do you want to be called? I'll be
Yeah.
like, Mr. and then whatever name you. Honestly, I don't care if you put in a Mr. You can go first name, last name, abbreviation. Mr. K. I don't give a shit.
Right.
Like
Yeah.
I grew up where you didn't call adults by their first name.
Mr. Tony
yeah.
is fine with me.
Mr. DC
Yeah.
is cool. I'm down with Mr. DC.
That's what Kev's kids call me.
Yeah,
I don't
I've
like
heard 'em.
Mr. Chaz, man. I'm just like, call me Chaz, homie. That's fine. Like Keon's kids, it's like,
Because I called him because I missed. Chaz came in and I was upstairs doing something, so I missed the initial greeting. So I just heard Keelan was like, Chaz. I was like, hey, man.
Oh, really?
I didn't know a discussion
I feel
had been
it.
had, but
well,
I
we
was like,
good
okay.
here, dog.
See, usually when I meet my kids' friends, I'm just Mr. Wayne's because they don't hear nobody else call me by my first name.
Right.
I see you guys are more social media, and that's Tony.
Yeah.
That's
Right.
everybody don't hear my name.
Right.
That's real.
So yeah, when they meet you, it's just automatic.
Mr.
Right.
Wayne.
Yeah.
Mr. Wayne.
Also, there's a family. So like, I know when my mom, her best friends or her friends. I remember Terry and Glenn and. It'd be the outsides who would be like a mister, but I remember her friends, but I called them all by their first names like that. We're closer that we saw on a regular.
You know what I did too? Like when I think about my mom's friends, Crystal, Joyce.
Yeah, on the regular. If I saw you on a regular,
I called them by their first names.
yeah, but it's probably also what they wanted. But like, I don't plan Izzy growing up and calling y'all Mr. Keon and Mr. Tony. I'm like, y'all fam. It's not gonna. You know what I mean? That's
man.
that's a different thing.
Give a shit what you say.
Hey, Mr. Keon.
I don't mind the mister though.
That's weird, yo.
I think it is.
Who
it's-
do you think you are?
I think it is weird when you like Craig said, when you grow up with people, it is a different. like dynamic. But then again, my auntie's best friends still call Pawpaw Mr. Baker.
But
They've been calling him that since forever, and they've been friends since childhood, and they always call him Mr. Baker, and they still call him Mr. Baker.
But our kids, you know what's funny? Or not funny, but our kids are all, for the most part, very respectful. So it's not like they're going to be like, oh, my nigga, DC.
Yeah.
Right. Like, it's still going to,
Right.
whatever they say, it's going to be, because your boys, they call me DC. DC, like, you know what I mean? So it's respectful, so.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't like that. I don't know, it's weird. What do you have your kids call people?
They usually call them by their names. I don't do all that. I'm like, respect yourself, respect other people, but these are gonna be people that might work for you one day.
Right. You be calling them Mr. something.
Yeah. So just,
Do y'all call women ma'am?
I do.
Yeah, it depends.
Because I feel like
Yes, ma'am.
it's getting to a point where
They don't
that's
like- they-
offensive.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, ma'am. Oh, yeah.
But I even might call younger girls, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Just as, you know what I mean? But like not be on some
It's a
creepy
habit.
stuff. Yeah. Thank you, ma'am. I just, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
it's part of the slang now.
Right.
Part of the language.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
now they say ma'am like if somebody's doing something crazy, like if a girl's doing something, they be like ma'am.
Right.
So now it's like not even a big deal.
Right.
But I ain't gonna lie, when I'm speaking to like older women and I say that, like I could tell they're like, I appreciate the respect.
Yeah.
Even though they be like, I ain't that old, but they still be like, but thank you.
That's the root
You
of
know
it,
what I
like
mean?
respect. Like, yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm still rooted in that.
Right.
That type of, yes, ma'am. You know, but
Definitely do the yes, ma'am.
Actually, I say sir a lot.
Yes, sir.
I say sir
I say
to
sir
me
a
too.
ton. I say sir
Yeah.
to my peers.
Me too. Yes, sir. Or what? It just how
I
it flows
say
out.
sir, and I just feel like it doesn't have to be an old thing. It can be slang. It's just sir and ma'am. It's just I feel like it's polite.
when I meet people's parents, I'll be sir and ma'am. And
Me too.
absolutely.
Oh yeah.
I'll be like, yeah, how you doing, sir? And like stuff like that for
No
sure.
doubt.
Me too. I refer to your mom as Miss Sandy.
Well, yeah, she
Miss
Miss
Sandy.
Sandy.
I call her Mama Baker,
I would
but we
say
got
Mama-
different relationship.
Yeah, I would say
So
Mama
I
Baker.
get, I
Mama
call her
Baker. I know
Mama Baker.
it's
Well, we all
your
can't say
mama.
Mama Baker like that. We got a different bond. So, my brother.
I ain't
So
saying
she
it
did
like
respond
that.
to
I'm
me
just
too.
like about Mama Baker.
She did respond to me too.
She did?
Yeah.
Okay.
She be back.
She was like, I want to pull up. You know, take the train up there.
Yes.
The schedule.
She ain't flying.
The train.
Guess not. I didn't.
Train is the best mode of
Train
transportation.
is
man.
epic.
Flights are stressful.
I'll be just trying to. Get
I would
there.
want to try a train ride cross country.
Oh,
I just hear it's like 3 days.
I'll go with you.
Oh, that's a long 3 days, Tony. We might not make it through the
I mean, we can just stop and
You know?
party someplace.
yeah.
Oh, okay,
We can
yeah.
stop in several states and then make it to New York.
Sip
We
some
took
wine.
the train. That's a fun trip, man.
That's 3 days.
If
on
you, if
the
you do the
train.
fancy ass, your own little cottage in those little things.
Then if you get the first class
yeah,
joints,
if you get those, then it's cool.
even the regular class is roomy.
It's
Yeah.
really
Compared
roomy.
to flights, you get on the train, even
It's
on the
really
coach
roomy.
level, you like, man,
This
this
would be our
space.
plane, trains, and automobiles.
Yeah, that's it. I love that movie.
Trains are because we used to take the train because my grandma was scared to fly, so we would take the train from the Bay to LA all the time. It was
Yeah.
hella room.
Man,
Can you imagine had a horse and carriage days, bro?
the
You had
Oregon
to
Trail.
go. You had to go cross country in the click and clack, doing all this shit in the
6
wagon.
days ride.
Sometimes when I think about like when like the Donner Party or whatever, I'm like, I wonder if they ate people out of necessity or just like I'm just sick of this nigga. Like we've been,
Oh,
we've
I'm
been
definitely
100%, sir. It was
I'm
not.
going to bite you.
Definitely
We've been
that.
running
Man,
for
This man got
so
snacked
long.
on because he
yeah.
was talking
He
shit.
getting on my nerves, man.
Go to sleep,
I'm
nigga.
sick of Terry.
Yeah.
He wake
Go to
up,
sleep.
Wake up with no toes. and shit.
Man. Who ate my toe? Hey, you shouldn't have been talking that shit.
Man,
Dip
the
'em
first
in
man
sauce.
cave was the front seat of the wagon.
Oh yeah, up here. I'll turn this wagon back around.
Man, I think about that all the time. Travel back in the day.
Oh, it had to be
Oh,
awful.
Lord have mercy.
What'd you do when your kids acting up?
Put them in the third
Just
wagon.
make them walk. You
That's
walk
why
next
when
to
they
the
got
wagon.
somewhere, they settled there. Like I'm not doing
Yeah.
another trip.
that was it.
This is where we at.
We go on a quick trip.
And
A
the
quick
tires
8
were
days.
You gotta
wood.
stop and set
Right?
up camp, huh?
The tires were
Yeah, they
wood.
break
Yeah.
all the time.
Hey, you know they was slow. Oh God.
It was breaking, horses getting tired.
And then just animals just around to
Right.
eat you. Bears around and shit. Wolves around.
We going to Orange County. It's gonna be a day's ride. You like, oh God, the full day.
it's in his right there.
Ugh.
So long.
That would be awful.
I'm thankful to be here now.
All right.
You have no idea what you're gonna run into.
I hate when people say, "Oh, which times were like back in the old days." I'm like, "What y'all
you
talking
don't.
about?"
I feel like when people say the good old days, that's just
Slavery.
you
It was
have
all
to be
they knew,
racist.
though, so it had to be the.
Because there's nothing good.
I
about
assume
it.
slavery.
Nothing. Yeah, there's nothing good.
Free
like,
labor? I'll go back in the old days for some
good
free
old
labor.
days.
We should go back.
We're
to the
in the
time,
good old
no,
days
we
right now.
shouldn't.
we would have been the labor.
Well,
Are
I'm
we-
saying, not us, not
Oh.
me. I'm just saying that's what I
Here's
think. of
here's
someone
the
saying.
good old days
Not
I
me.
can feel though. When
Wait,
stuff was cheap.
Oh, that was
The
fun.
good old days when gas was 78 cents
yeah.
a gallon.
The good old days is not even that far. Gas when we were growing up was cheap.
Gas was like a
So
dollar.
I don't need to go to the
But those was the good old
Take
days.
me back
Back,
to
back,
2002.
98 was the good old days.
Hell
But we
yeah.
weren't spending money back then. And we
I
still,
was. I had a
I
car.
ain't spending money now.
Yeah, but
98. I was like, gas.
no, but we had license. Let's see, because I remember when I got my license 2000.
That was 1 or 2 for me.
I got in my junior year, so like 98.
in 2002, and I remember
Damn,
gas
old.
money was $1.
Right.
And that would fill your tank. If 4 of y'all was going to the mall
Let me
and
tell you
everybody
something.
teaching $1, you was good.
Those was the good old days.
You was
Yeah.
good.
You got $5 on the gas. Oh, you got
$5
bro?
the gas. They
Man.
was balling.
Yeah, but what you would
Fill it
make
up.
every day at work was way less.
Of
so it
course.
was the same thing.
My
except-
minimum wage was $5 and something.
Yeah, we just remember how much we were spending, but we was
Yeah.
making
No,
way
when,
less.
when gas
98
was
cents.
when gas was like 115, I was at In-N-Out and I was making close to 10.
Oh, this-
In-N-Out was
In-N-Out,
different.
They paid.
So I was
I gotta go
like-
take a
Y'all had different salaries
Oh,
though. I was in
yeah.
New Mexico when I was working, so
In-N-Out was
minimum
10.
wage.
Yeah.
Was,
Wait, what was your
$10.
biggest paying job outside of what we doing now? Like your first jobs?
When I started working with the mentally disabled, I was getting like $7 and something an hour.
In New Mexico?
yeah.
That was the biggest paying?
For me, at the time, I was like, yeah, this is the come up right here. Because at Dairy Queen, I was making 5 something.
7?
Yeah, I was making 5 something at Dairy Queen, and then
What is
you know,
minimum wage now?
Here?
Still?
Not in
California?
Cali.
California, it's like 12.
Oh, I was about to
So,
say.
the national is $7.25.
We
Whoa.
was
Because
getting
y'all
7.25
thinking
then.
Cali prices like
We
if you
thinking
go to
Cali.
another state, it's
Right.
like And so when I was getting 7 something an hour, I was like, whoo, come up,
$14 in 2 hours.
man. Listen,
Yeah, I'm
tell
telling
me
you,
nothing.
I used to
man.
work. It was $5.15 was the minimum wage in Michigan when I was 16, 17. $5.15, and then I got this job. It was $6. So I thought I was
Man,
I was
that's
balling,
the
bro.
come up.
I was like, whoa, because everybody's working at McDonald's for $5.15,
Yeah.
and I was working at a like one of those urban youth clothing stores that had all the Sean
yeah,
John and
yeah,
shit.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
all my money went to Sean
back
John,
into the-
back to
Vocal, Nelly shit was
Oh, I
hot,
remember
Vocal
that.
at the time.
I had the bootleg version.
I had the
of that.
Outcast and
Yep.
Academics was hot.
Everybody had
Donna.
like Esco had a clothing brand. Everybody
Yeah.
was getting clothing brands
Nietzsche.
back in the day.
Yeah.
Yep.
State Property was hot
State property.
for a minute, a hot minute.
See, I
Rockaware,
always
all of
had an industry job. So
Man, look out,
when I
Craig.
first came in at 18, no, I was a PA.
Getting
so
residuals.
No, I was getting $350 a week, but we would work over 60-hour weeks.
Right.
So
Oh,
you
yeah.
think it's like, oh yeah, and then you're like, man, I could have worked
time.
a regular gig and been paid with this many hours.
Yeah.
So it was a little different. I was for sure putting in a 70-hour
70-hour week?
70-hour week every week
Hell
because
no.
you have to
Jesus.
get there first, set up, and then leave after you clean up after everybody's gone.
I'm
Yeah, that
surprised
you was
Craig
underpaid.
still got hair.
Right.
Right.
A full head of
I'd
floral.
have been bald then with that schedule.
In and out, I remember that job. They hired us because we hooped pretty much. Because they were like, we didn't know at the time that In and Out had a hoop tournament every year. So they hired me and 3 of my teammates
Ringers.
and like a bunch of, and it was $7.25 or something, $7.50, something like that. But every time you went up a level, you got a raise. So like your first level is like you just take orders. And then your next one is like you know how to do drinks, and then the next one is like you know how to do fries, and you know what I mean. So it work the windows,
It
so you
just
keep
weird.
going up. So I got up to 9 something, and the next one on that was on the grill, and I was like, nah, we go. I was like you playing poker?
I was gonna say, but if you scored 30 that week, you would have got moved up like 3.
Well, no, the tournament was on one weekend. They would have all the stores, so we blew everybody out by like 20, 25, and they was like, y'all cheating. Y'all went and got ringers, but we had been working there for like a year or 2 already. And they was like, no, they work here. They just happen. And then
Employee of the month.
right. And then one of my teammates, he left, And then they hired another one of my teammates. So then we went back the next year and beat the shit out of everybody again. They was like, y'all cheating. And it was like, no, they work here. And then we quit to go to college. But the job was cake too. But we used to, my coworkers did, because I don't know, I ain't going to say how, if there was side betting going on, they took this tournaments like serious.
Oh, they was all in.
And so I noticed the treatment we got was different. Like they'd be like, Keon, you on Fridays? I'd be like, I ain't doing that shit.
Yeah.
They'd be like, all right, well, you go do something else. They'd be like, why do they get to do it? Like,
why was fries bad? Or you just want the
Fries
easier
was the
gig?
worst. Have you looked in the window?
I've never worked
And they really
Bro,
make the
I've never
fries
worked
there.
there.
Real potatoes.
When you're
Fast food spot. I
level
don't know.
1 through 3, you get help with the fries. Somebody's spinning it for you. Somebody's dicing. Once you get to level 4, which is where I was at, they're like, you know how to do this shit for yourself. That's why they be in there sweating. So they bring out all the
That's why it's
peeled
salty.
ones. You put them in the thing, put them in the water, shake them out, and you're just doing this all day, flying, like just wiping, like it's hot.
Real potatoes.
And they're like, come on, we got to get him out. They working the grill. It's like, it's a lot. So like on days where it was just hot, I was like, nah, y'all got to put me on drinks or put me outside or something.
I never applied fast. Fast food looked
Fast
awful
food
to work.
is work.
It looked
man.
awful to work at, bro.
And
people come in.
out, everything's fresh.
Especially
Right.
during the lunch rush.
In-N-Out
Woo,
people
it's a
seem nicer than
battlefield.
treat you though. Were the customers nicer at In-N-Out? Because McDonald's they'll cuss you out if they
Oh,
fry.
there's levels to customers.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
We got we got entitled customers.
Uh-huh.
And that's the shit and I would just be me again. Like I remember so people thought at In-N-Out if you get a meal it's cheap. Like if you go to Burger King or McDonald's, if you get the whole meal, they bring it down a little bit so you got the meal. At In-N-Out, no matter how you ring it up, no matter if you get 2 fries and add it's all the same.
Right.
So this dude was like, I want 5 number ones. And so I put everything in and forgot one of his fries. And I was like, oh, let me add the fry in. He was like, no, you need to do it over so I can get the value meal. I was like, oh, it's the same price. I'm literally going to add this fry in and you got it. He was like, you need to do it over. I was like, I'm not doing it over. Because I'm trying to tell you that it's all the same. Just let me add the fry in. He's like, you gonna do it right now. I said, the hell I am. I was like, what you want to do? And so and I don't know why I got so mad.
That's how you take your tie off moment.
Yeah, and like so I'm like, what's up? And then my manager came back. He was like, I'll do it. He didn't even get mad at me. He was like, I'll do it. So sir, and he just did the whole thing over or whatever. And he was like, you're right. He was like, he just didn't get it. I was like, well, I don't like the way he was talking to me. He was like a white dude and stuff. So I was like, fuck you. You know what I'm saying? So I was just, and then in the drive-thru, this lady, I got an attitude with her because she came in there tripping. And I was just like, I ain't doing shit. I was like, so you can leave what you want. Like I just when people get disrespectful, then I'm like, because
Chick-fil-A would be like, we never.
Because people do that, and the areas I worked in were like fancier areas. Like when I worked at Big 5, I worked in Black Hawk, and
Richer.
Black
Hawk's
Hawk, Danville is rich. Like that's where if you play for the Warriors or Raiders,
You're living
or
in
you
Black
a doctor,
Hawk.
everybody
That's a nice
live there.
name though.
Yeah.
I like that
Yeah,
Black
like,
Hawk.
oh, and it's
That's
home.
dope.
Like
Yeah, it's nice.
everybody, like my coworkers,
E40
like,
lives there.
Yeah, Brent Jones is my neighbor in Montana, lives up the street. Like that's where everybody is. So the customers we would get were like just. And this dude told me to get him a shoe, and the way he said it, I was like, "Sir, they're all right here. I'm not getting the shoe. They're here." And I had a box full of, I'm taking stuff in the back. I was like, everything you need is right here.
Right.
Just grab whatever you want. He was like, "You need to get it. That's your job." And I dropped every box in there and said, "What's my job?" You tell me what my job. And then my manager came back. He was like, "Hey, wait. I just didn't like the way they talk.
How you talk to people is very
It's
important.
huge, bro. It's
I
huge.
dropped every
important.
box in there, and I was like,
Yeah.
"Fuck you, man."
Right. Very
Was
important.
you bring a lot of food home type of dude?
Yes.
That's when you win. If you live
Yes.
with somebody that works fast food, you always
And we had a Krispy Kreme next door, so we would like
exchange.
We would go,
What y'all
so
need?
they'd be
What
like,
y'all
bring
got?
us some, and we'll give you, 2 boxes of donuts. So I would come home after my shift.
I'd have
I would
died
come
at
home with
30.
In-N-Out, shakes. I would come home with shakes, a few burgers, and Krispy Kreme. So my brothers used to be like, and then Keith got a job at the same time at Round Table.
Oh,
we
man.
we was killing the game. So he would like call up there,
That's your
cancel the
favorite.
order.
That's my favorite pizza.
Yeah. So
Order
this
what you
do
like.
with pizza things. You order a pizza, you cancel it, and then it's just sitting there. So I would order a pizza right before he got off.
Oh,
and be
savage.
like, we don't want it no more. And then they'd be like, well, you're off. You want to take this pizza home? He'd be like, yeah, I'll take it home. So we
It
would
started being the same pizza with either pepperoni,
Every
pineapple,
time at
cancel.
7
No,
o'clock.
that's the thing. We would get different ones. We would get different ones. We'd
Every
have a
time
friend
at
come in.
7, a triple pepperoni. Triple
They always
pepperoni.
cancel the
Right.
order.
They use different
Always.
names, but the same address. I don't
So
know.
we would do that all the time. We'd always go for pickup. You never order it for delivery. So we'd be like, we're going to come pick it up. And then they'd be like, they never came and got it. Or you don't cancel it. You just don't come and get it.
You just don't come and get
And
it.
then they'd be like, they never came and got it. And then he'd take them home. So he'd come home with pizzas. And I'd have
Keon
the
be at a
shake.
payphone. Yeah.
It's done.
Looking at it from across the street.
Yeah, hustle, bro. We
Yeah,
had
it
another
is.
friend that worked at the movie theater. Like, we had when everybody had a
The
job,
movie theater
we had
hookup
all
was
the
crazy.
Oh,
hustles,
that's
bro.
Man.
everything to
We
me.
did everything. We was like, we ain't gonna. Why would we pay for this?
How dope was that when you had a friend working somewhere?
my God.
You go through the drive-through, and you'd be like, "What's your name? Work at this one."
Oh,
They
my
put hella
friends came to
fries
In-N-Out.
in your bag.
I was
Like I
that
said, I
friend.
worked
Just
at
be a
Fried
bag
myself.
full of
Yeah,
fries.
bag full of
When the
fries.
homie worked at they had this horrible taco spot that I can mention called Mr. Taco. It was trash. Michigan, in Lansing at least, is not known for good Latino food.
Was
Period.
hard.
Right. It was just none that I've had. Maybe it's gotten better since I left.
Right.
Right. Let me preface that. But yo, my man Chaz had a whole party.
Yes.
Oh, you met Chaz. Chaz had a whole.
yeah.
Chaz had a whole party. He was assistant manager before he left for Florida State. He had an entire bro shut down. He was like, "Yo, come at 10. It's gonna be." Yo, it was like at least 15 to 20 of us up in there, all in the back eating the. They had like the ice cream taco sandwich. You know what I'm talking about? Those little taco.
Oh, taco tacos.
Yeah,
Taco
yeah,
tacos
yeah.
are fire.
Yeah, we killing. I'm like, yo, I wonder if I mix a taco with a regular taco. Just in there doing the most, bro. Like it was awful.
He went out with a bang.
Oh, he was like, yeah, man, this shit treated me like shit for 2-3 years. I'm out of here. Yeah, it was
That's
crazy.
funny.
It was dope.
You were the hookup guy, but who was your hookup?
Shoot, I got to think. We used to get free pieces from Little Caesars for a while because we had to connect over there. We had I'm trying to think where everybody worked at. Because in college, that's when I really needed the hookup. Because I'm trying to think like who was clutch in college.
And he was like, woo.
It would be random like girls who worked at places. that
I
you-
definitely flirted. For
Yeah,
free
you'd be
food.
like, oh, I got fourth period with her.
Yeah.
And we see, and you just make sure you just look and see if she was
Yeah.
working the drive-through and be like, hey, it's time to go. Fries galore, cheeseburgers. You couldn't be picky though. You just had to take whatever
You gotta
you
take what you
Yeah,
get.
take what's there.
You gotta take what you get. Oh yeah.
Like somebody left his Whopper, bro.
Right.
Go ahead.
Yeah,
Take it.
for sure.
Yeah.
I used to
want
steal the
anything
Whoppers, though. I didn't have the Burger King. connect.
Coming up, it was just Marlon worked at the pizza spot. Sean worked at the movie theaters. I didn't need
Oh, you
nothing
was
else.
good.
Yeah.
I wish I had a movie theater connect.
All I had to
Oh,
do
that
was
movie
bring my
theater
cup
connect.
and my bag because you can't use their cups because you get charged for the cup but not for the soda. In your bag, get unlimited popcorn. I go watch like 5 movies.
Yeah.
Kirk
This
was the
whole
happiest
shit.
kid.
That's
Right.
the hookup I want.
But what we used to do for the movies is one would pay, then the other person would go open the emergency door. Remember how
Yep,
the door would
yeah,
be
yeah.
inside?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Open that door and you just creep in.
I've
Yeah,
done
just
that
do the
before.
slide in.
We did that all the time.
All the time.
I was usually the one that bought the ticket, though.
You did?
So my soul was clear. You know what I'm
You
saying?
didn't make because you do appreciate
Just so my
movies.
soul was, on the up and
I
up.
bought the tickets sometimes because I had the job, so I would be like, "All right, I'll go get it," and then we all. But everybody be like, "I'll give you $1 like on the ticket." You know what I'm saying?
Gucci.
So I'm like, all right. And then sometimes we used to do the pass back like I already been in, but then I watched the episode of Moesha where they tried to do that, and then they get in the concert, and then we stopped doing it because it didn't work. I'll never forget that. It was Q had brought his cousins who was 112. And Moesha and them was trying to get in. They were trying to get 9 people in on 5 tickets. And Q was like, "We just pass it back." And then 112 had theirs, and they was like, "We already been in." And Moesha and them didn't have theirs. And they got kicked out and missed the concert. And I was like, "I ain't never doing never
The
doing
kick
that
out,
again."
man.
Wait, was y'all sneaking food in the movies?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Still
Okay.
do.
Still
I
do
had my
that.
kid- Hey, I had my
Stop doing that.
Still do that. That ain't
Full
changed.
Never
meals.
stop doing
Full Chipotle bowls.
I don't care how much money I ever make.
I'm never not doing that.
I will sneak food in my own movie theater, bro, if I had one.
And I do it just because the options is trash.
It's bad,
For
yeah.
me, like, if they had good options, I would pay, but like, they don't.
Wait, did you have your kids doing it?
Nah.
I had my kids doing it. They
Okay.
had their stuff in there, but my youngest kind of knew. She was like, "This ain't right."
Yeah.
That means
Yeah,
you
it
used her
is.
backpack.
Yeah, I used her backpack. She's like, "This ain't right," and so she would want to sneak that in. But then when we be getting in the theater, she's like, "Pass me the."
Oh, yeah.
You don't get to eat if you didn't put in on this. Pass me the. Nah, if you didn't put in on this, you don't get to eat.
I feel that. No, you
Well, yeah,
trust
you too
her.
good for
Right.
this.
It's not right.
I don't want this to be on your conscience.
Right.
But I'm with Tony though. The options. I don't want no busted hot dog.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
I don't want them stale nachos, and I don't want no popcorn. And then the
Yeah.
candy, I like certain candy.
I don't
you
want the
have
chicken
it,
fingers
Yeah.
or whatever.
so
you know.
I'm bringing in my own candy.
If they had the good options, I would buy them, but
Like
they just
the
don't.
dine-in theaters, me and we used to go
Oh,
all the
those
time.
are
It's a
lit.
lot more money for
Oh, yeah.
sure, but
But
the food is.
the food,
You get a good
man.
meal.
Bro,
And the blanket.
That's I think like the iPix do that.
Yeah.
The AMC doesn't give you the blanket. You have to bring your own, but
Yeah.
Are you bringing blankets
Oh,
too?
nah. But the iPix, the iPix was
Chaz
crazy
is
because
bringing church robes.
Oh, church robe,
Let me-
crusty
Let
church
me
robe.
get jacked in the room.
Chaz, you really liking this movie? You keep clapping. Yeah, I'm clapping. Yeah, great movie.
I got a question.
Yeah.
Y'all down?
Let's do it.
All right, here we go. Craig always be seeing if it's a real question.
Go ahead.
I'm like, hold on. This should be a doozy. I think so.
His phone always be off. I'm like,
Your
Cue
pet,
it up.
Your peck?
your pet,
Your pet.
dog, cat, you love them, love them to death. This is your baby. This is your pet. Is about to come to the end of his life. You can save your dog or your cat, whatever you own. You can save their life. Only way you can save their life is they have to learn how to talk.
Oh,
They can learn how to talk, and not only do they know how to talk, they are the mouth of the South.
What?
So everything they seen you do,
oh.
everything that everything that your dog or cat has seen you do, whoever comes around, they just, hey, Tony B, DC B, do, Keon B, Keon love to do this and this. Are you saving his life?
Keon gonna do that anyway.
But Ken, you don't need to shoot the dog. The dog, whatever animal's already died.
You didn't have to.
He putting them
Keon
down.
killing
You
the
putting
pets
them down?
anyway.
Because already, you just don't have to teach them how to talk.
we gonna have a Biggie send off for him. It's gonna be
You gonna take it to the
grand.
streets of Brooklyn?
It's gonna be grand. He gonna be
This
all
question
white.
is bad funny.
So y'all doing that much foul stuff in front of y'all pets?
Nah,
No, but I just-
I'll
you just-
save.
I
I'll
just
save the
want-
pets.
You
for sure.
save 'em?
Yeah, they ain't got nothing on me. They got nothing on me. They're not allowed in the bedroom.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So they don't see. They probably saw us smash once.
Okay.
I ain't worried about
You
that.
know,
The
and so, but
Yeah.
and it's not like I'll be in the living room, you know, talking about people behind their backs or whatever. I ain't doing cocaine or heroin. They got nothing. They was the most they can say is Tony be throwing stuff at me. He's throwing the shoes and the pillows.
Man, they have Peter
He
all
hit
over
me
you,
with
bro.
the shoes. Yeah, Peter would be mad. Because just yesterday I was throwing stuff at midnight because it was on the table as soon as I brought the groceries in. I was throwing everything I could find at this cat.
Did he dodge them all?
And Sabrina walked in mid-throw. I was like, I was Peyton Manning on this
Hey, that
cat.
combo of midnight talking to Peter.
But that's what he gonna do. He trying to hurt me. He be hitting me and like, you know.
Don't let me go back with
Well,
him.
what was you doing? I was on the table, but you know, I'm a cat. You know what I'm saying? You ain't had to hit me. He threw the toy at me and hit my back. Yeah, it hit my back.
My
It hit
bag.
my back, man. I was like, oh, you snitch.
Spinal.
Yeah. But that's all.
back
That's
break?
all he would have.
That's fair.
Yeah,
So Tony's
so
letting them live.
I'm letting them live for sure, and I would like the fact that they could talk.
Right.
So now you understand what I'm saying. Keep your black ass off the table. So I didn't know what you knew what I was saying because you've been telling my business.
I just see y'all on Babbel for months on end, just so you could tell him that.
Meow, meow, meow.
Craig.
How do you teach
Speaking
an
of Babel.
animal?
Speaking of Babel, that was amazing.
Craig was
intro.
on point with that
Yeah,
one.
he was. Most of us learning a second language in high school or college, it just wasn't the thing, you know. But now we're older. We travel more. We were like, I would like to learn some more languages. So Babbel, you get 15-minute lessons, or they can be longer. You can do more to learn a different language on the go. They designed courses of practical, real-world conversations. And it do be real world. Like, they would throw you in and then be like, figure it out. Like in the Babbel. Sometimes you got to do a plug-in, like you type it, or sometimes you say it. I do like a lot of the saying lessons because you ain't going to be typing when
Right.
you're talking to people. All the languages, you get to choose from 14 different languages, including Spanish, French, Italian, and German. Plus, the speech recognition technology helps you improve your pronunciation and accent. And they be on you, too. Like if the word is,
They really be helping.
yeah, like porque. They want you to roll that R. If you do not roll the R, it does not count. If you like porque, they be like, like wrong. You got to roll the R. You got to get it right.
We didn't hear the hrs.
We didn't hear the Chaz. And right now, if you purchase a 3-month Babbel subscription, you get an additional 3 months for free. So that's 6 months for the price of just 3. You go to Babbel.com and use the promo code ISSUES. That's Babbel, BABBEL.com. Code ISSUES for an extra 3 months free. I remember I told y'all I had fell off for a week. I just chalked it up to me being on spring break, and then I got back on it. So I've been on it every day again, every night.
Are you only doing Spanish?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm only doing Spanish right now.
You don't like do a different language every
No, you do
other
because
day?
it's so many like levels to it and I actually had to go back because I felt like it was pushing me too far, like ahead.
Mm-hmm.
So I went back to let's go back to the greetings. And they had me in full conversations about museums and what we gonna do tomorrow. And I was like, hey, I'm not
man,
here.
yeah.
I ain't seeing no museum.
Where's the hello?
You know NATO Jenkins? I don't know no NATO. I was like, so I went
NATO
back.
Jacobs.
And did it over. But yeah, it's a dope app, man. And I am. My gardener came by the other day.
Okay.
You said he gave him a sentence?
Gave him a little something.
Gave him a
He
little
was
something,
like,
something.
okay. I was like, out here, trying
What'd you
bit.
say to your gardener?
Nothing much. It was like literally because I was paying him. So, it's just,
Something that after he said it, he was like,
That's all he had.
That's
That's all he had.
I be panicking.
I like the
man,
gardener's like, oh, you speak Spanish? You know what? I love that black people speak all in Spanish. You're just like,
I be panicking, bro. Like as soon as I say it, I'll be like, did I do it right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I just
It's
get
tough.
nervous. I get so nervous.
Sabrina's pops be putting me under the gun with the Spanish.
Oh, for real?
Oh yeah, like when she be on the phone with him, and it'd be like speakerphone. You're like, Tony's there, and he just go right into the Spanish. I'm like, oh. I like that though, because he put the pressure on.
Yeah.
Because he's Dominican, so he be.
Wait, Sabrina is fluent?
Yeah.
Bro, I didn't swear.
Mm.
I did not know this whole time.
So when he hear me in the background, I'll be like, oh, here we go. I'll be really trying to take it in.
Yo's mom does the same thing. It's Spanish is what's happening.
Yeah. I like that. I like
wait,
that
I like
pressure
that.
though.
To
Don't
you
know.
too, though? Like, does she speak Spanish to you?
I can, like I said, I can hold a small combo. I can't do too much. I can
Yeah.
talk about some weather and how's work, thing. Are you in any pain and stuff like that?
Yeah.
Once you get talking about the intricacies and stuff, I'm like,
If
okay.
If
Like, I know
Sabrina
you're
dad
rude.
ever come out here, I'm
Huh?
gonna be.
I know
You're gonna be
I'm
cool.
gonna brush up.
Yeah.
yeah, I like when I'm welcomed. If I'm welcomed in, I'll come in with a little bit, but
Yeah.
I'm not just going to start it off. I feel like the guy coming up doing soul talk.
No,
Oh yeah,
No,
yeah.
they-
You don't want
they
to walk
appreciate
in.
though.
Poor
That's how
kid.
we
Yeah.
think.
But no. But
I love starting
yeah.
it off.
Wait. You know the
Our
difference? The difference of that is that we both speak English. You know what I mean? Like if he comes in, what's up, suckers? He be like, I speak whatever you speak.
Right.
There's no
But
need for
because
this.
you'll see the difference when people light up when you do speak Spanish to them.
Yeah.
And they go like, oh, I don't have to say this
I
other
don't have to
language.
try.
That's
Yeah.
maybe foreign to me. I'm comfortable.
Yeah.
But people literally like light at the flyway, bro, all the time. When anybody Hispanic came up with Latino, I would always start off in Spanish. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then they would be like, oh, braca. And they give you the. But they were so like, because they're already stressed. And they got to tell you where they're
Yeah.
going. They were
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
And then Chaz be sitting there like, ¿Cómo se dice?
Repeating the same word.
By the years of the flyway, from working there for 7 years, I was good. There was a question you could ask me about the airport. I couldn't
Chaz
answer.
was
in
there
Spanish.
making money,
Bro,
man.
I feel so dumb. I didn't know Sabrina spoke fluent Spanish, bro.
Because you rarely see
yeah.
her in action. You know what I mean?
Man,
And even she'll tell you like, my Spanish is not the best, but
But
she
can speak, yeah.
I seen her go into it like, we was in a cab somewhere. I think we were in Florida, and she was just talking to the guy in the cab. I was like,
yeah.
not knowing what they talking about.
Yeah.
Hey, man.
Looking out the window.
Do you laugh when you shouldn't be?
Nah, I just be quiet. I'll be like, yeah, they talking.
We going the right way.
And then I look out the window, you know what I mean? But
Like, we gonna
what's
kill
y'all
him, we
reaction
stuck.
to the pets? Talking pets.
Oh, we sending them off like Biggie. I just don't like people telling my business anyway. Not saying I need anything to hide, but nah, I can't trust you, cat. I
Yeah.
can't trust you, dog.
How long have I had the dog?
Man.
It's a dog for me.
You built a relationship.
But like,
Best friend,
Since
bro.
before the robe incident, so he would have been told that.
Yeah.
Oh,
bet
He
yeah,
got dirt on you.
he gotta go.
Hey, y'all cold.
I say some horrible stuff, so he gotta. I say
Man, I'm
horrible
not getting
things.
canceled for this dog.
Yeah,
The shit I say in my house.
yeah, I say
I
horrible.
don't even
things.
say nothing at the house I can be canceled for.
Only question you gotta ask me is how he gonna die.
He's already terminally
Yo,
ill.
DC gonna be like, be gentle. So I'm the only one. I'm the only one.
You're a
saying-
true animal
Yeah.
lover, though. You
Yeah.
love animals.
Yeah, we don't love animals.
I'm not an animal lover. I like animals.
Yeah,
But
they-
I
No, you
also-
don't like him, man. Look
I'm gonna
out.
throw him a party. He might OD at the party, just having the greatest time. of his life.
Correct. Poisonous
Greg,
snarl.
OD is pets. Like, yeah, man, dig in, man.
He died of an OD.
The
Yeah, you
pet
gotta
pets
go.
is like a bill to me. Like they just like I understand why some people have them and some people need them.
Your
you know
kids
what I
is
mean?
bills.
Yeah, but I get return on investment.
You can't get return on
The
investment.
the pets I get no return.
I love
You
them.
can get a return on an investment.
You gotta
with
come
the
out here
pets.
doing some tricks and shit.
Yeah.
No,
but
you
even
put
that
pets on
costs some
social
money.
media. Money made.
Oh, touche.
Dabs and
My-
Midnight
my-
bringing money in, man.
Our two are dying now.
Yeah, them
They
dogs
old
is
as hell.
old,
They
man.
old as hell. And like so, me and Cotty actually had to have a talk because she went back to the vet and spent, and I'm just like, all right, the last 3 visits have cost a lot of
It
money.
gets pricey.
Like
Yeah.
at this point, you got to make a decision. They might have to go because it's just costing way too much for you to keep these dogs alive who are old as fuck.
What Cotty say?
She's like, well, I've had them, since I was in college. I was like, I understand that, but this is thousands of dollars.
Is this how the kids are gonna hear about it?
Well, the kids don't really care about the dogs like that.
Oh, okay.
They never, because Keelan didn't even like them licking on him and stuff when they were little, and then
No, I don't like licks.
and then now they're old,
Dogs, not from dogs.
Fresh food licks.
don't
you
like
like, oh.
Cat licks are fine, but dog
I don't
licks,
like none of it.
disgust.
and then so yeah, the
It
kids
smells like
just be
balls
like,
and food.
Man, it'd be too wet.
It just
man.
depends on like how long. If you get your toes for a second, you be.
I don't like it at
I
all. Like,
don't
if I
like
walk
it.
by and they catch a leg, I'd be like,
Dogs are too wet.
Cat
man.
lick be.
Yeah, I like that because it's dry. Like I don't like. The
Oh, yeah, it don't be-
gooiness.
yeah, it
Dogs
don't
will
be
sneak
slippery.
that licking on your
they
leg
will.
too.
I be walking by,
Real
I'm like,
quick.
Rocky, come on.
Man.
A dog will come out of nowhere just be like, well, hey,
They
man.
be like, my bad, my bad,
I just want to say, look at that, look good.
My bad.
That's the thing about dogs. I do not like the lick.
A
man.
dog would just lick you. You'd be like, hey, that's assault, brother. You can't be up here just
Now, the
licking on
last
people.
and
days,
I
the
wear
dog's
coconut
been heavy.
oil. So
They
the
what?
dog-
I said the last 2
Craig?
days, the dog,
Craig?
I'd have to walk away from multiple dogs. I use
The
coconut
dog
oil.
on Craig.
And they just be following. I'm like, hey, come on, stop.
They like coconut oil.
I guess.
You moisturize, Craig. They be
Right.
wiping their
Craig,
mouth looking at
juicy.
you.
Lift your shorts up.
Just a whole row of sneak licks. Just,
You take multiple showers a day. Huh?
Why you so
Craig.
juicy, Craig?
You the heartthrob of
Dog,
daddy.
leave the room, come back on the road, be like, oh, Craig.
Craig's back.
Oh man.
Yummy, Craig.
They are violating. They are violating. Yeah.
That's because you coming in seasoned and shit.
That's funny, man.
Don't have a
That
scent that they like.
moisturize and season.
They really be tasting it.
Yeah, man. Oh, the coconut.
I like what you're doing.
Cam, what you doing with the pets?
What do you mean you let 'em live? I never let 'em live.
You said what?
just- If you had a pet, are you putting them down? Or are you
You killing
If they
the
can
pet?
tell your
Cam?
business.
I
Wait,
think
wait, you
Cam
said we
was
had to
gonna
put
let
them down
him
or let
live.
them die? You said we had
You
to
would let them die.
They had
They
to
have to go.
I
They have to
wouldn't put
go.
them down. I would just let them die.
No, he said they was terminally
So
ill.
if you
Yeah,
let
I'll
them
just let them
live, they can tell all your business.
Everything they've seen you do.
Yeah.
And
What
heard
you be
you say,
into,
and
Cam?
Heard you
Yeah,
say.
man, you got a lot of shoes.
We're
over
gonna
there,
see.
Cam.
We're
What
gonna
you be
see
doing?
what Cam be into.
And you keep them.
Yeah, I knew Cam would be with me on that one. I just needed somebody.
You need somebody
Come on, man. I don't want to be the only one, man.
I'm like, man, you had a good run, homie.
Yeah. I mean, you got.
You had a good run earlier today at
Yeah.
the park, but now
And now this is the
Nah,
final
yeah,
run.
nah,
This
you
is the real run.
Midnight gonna be tweeting.
Yeah.
Sick of Tony always coming in here watching me.
If they terminally ill, yeah, I'm just like, well, this is what it is.
No, this is a healthy dog.
I'm be there with
This
the
is a healthy
heroin
Prime
needle.
of their life.
This is prime. This is prime real
Still
estate dog.
he's 4.
He's 4.
This is what he wanted. This
He
is the
can just
Lord's
talk.
plan.
I'm gonna let him do
he's
heroin, some
mouthing us out.
cocaine.
Craig,
I'm let him live
Craig, I'm
life.
pretty sure that's illegal to give an
I'm
animal
having 5.
heroin.
He's gonna have 5 little girl dogs with him. He's gonna have a good time before he go.
5 bitches.
Like a
literally.
little brothel
Five
going
bitches.
on.
And then the people listening to this, we
Bronco.
want to know your answers as well. What you doing?
Give him a blue chew.
What you doing?
Speaking of blue chew,
We're not there. I don't know. They just got
We
a
don't
free
have a
one right
blue
there.
chew.
They got a free one today.
funny you meant blue chew.
They got to. Oh, somebody might have answered. I don't know. Sorry so far. Next time I got to set. I'm gonna set it up right here and let it.
Yeah, this
Let it
is
rotate. We need to put a thing where
It
it
could
can
be-
spin
They could be saying all kinds.
every time it come around.
Because I almost went over there and turned it off, and they was like, "We still here."
Don't kill us.
They get the
Don't
inside
kill us.
scoop.
Right.
That's hilarious.
We got any questions from the
Oh,
audience?
most definitely. Most definitely.
Y'all watching the games today? Well, it won't be today. It would be.
I can't wait.
for the
I feel the
Michigan.
upset coming.
U of M, University of
You
Michigan.
know,
Let's
UCLA
go.
all day,
Cali
baby.
all
Let's
I
go.
keep
day.
getting confused on
UCLA is-
which
I think
Michigan you
UCLA
are.
Go
gonna win.
blue.
Bro, like
But that's not the upset I'm talking about.
I
U
don't
of
know.
M.
Are you talking about SC and
I think SC
Gonzaga?
can get Gonzaga.
So wait, it's 8
I
teams
think
left,
they can.
right?
Yeah.
No,
No?
it's 6 teams left.
Oh, because the
Oh,
game
yeah,
is today.
Final
Games
Four will
today.
be
No,
after this
Final
will be
Four
Final
is
Four.
next weekend.
Yeah.
They play every day, damn near.
No, they go. It used to be Thursday through Sunday, and now they're doing Friday through or
Yeah, they gave him a break. I think they gave him a break with COVID and everything.
Yeah, I think it was
Yeah.
a COVID thing.
Yeah, they
So
gave
it's
him a
Saturday
break.
through Tuesday now. Like usually, the women usually did Monday through or something like that. They had the weekdays, and the guys had the weekends. But now, yeah, it's a game today.
So it's 6
Tuesday.
teams left?
Yeah, so UCLA and Michigan play tonight, and then USC
Not the Michigan
and
that's you.
Gonzaga.
The Michigan
It's
that's
Michigan.
you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Who's in right now?
Yeah.
Who's Final Four? Anybody Final Four?
So
right?
the 2 in the Final Four right now, 2 of the teams are Houston and Baylor. They're
Oh,
on
yeah.
one side.
Okay.
I
And
feel
the
like I
winner of
never
the
hear
games
about
tonight.
Houston on the college tip.
Because they ain't been good since Elijah.
Oh,
yeah,
no wonder.
they're
Okay.
finally back again.
So Olajuwon played for Houston and then he went to the Rockets?
Mhm.
Wow.
Yeah,
So
Clyde
did Drexler.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Five slammer jammer.
Yeah.
5 slammer jammer.
Drexler started out with the Rockets? I thought he was with the Trailblazers.
He was.
He started
He
off
was.
with Portland.
Then he
You're
went
right.
to Houston.
Then he went to
Okay.
Houston.
But are they starting with their big keep our players home push? Because
Nah, I
Houston
don't think
usually
so.
produces a lot of players to college basketball.
I like the fact that, playing with the team that you played college in.
That's
I like
dope.
That. I
You
like
should-
that.
You should only play with
That's
the team
dope.
you city you grew up in.
That's what I loved about Derrick Rose, and even though he played for Memphis, but he's from Chicago. And he
Right.
went to Chicago. I love that.
Yeah.
It's rare.
Hometown
It's
hero.
rare that it works when it's high school,
Yeah.
college. What's your name?
You
But
should have to play
college
for the
and
team
pro,
closest
it
to
works
your
for
Yeah.
And
me.
a lot of times, though, a lot of people, it's too much. Like, I need
Yeah.
to leave because you let's say you've been a star your whole life, and then you go to school here, and now you're in the NBA. People be, hey, man, I need this. That's a lot to take
a lot of
on
pressure.
all the time.
I feel
Because
that.
they talk about trying to get tickets when they're back home.
Right.
And stuff like
Right.
that.
Man, I raised you.
Every game, yeah.
And that's just a lot of people want to play somewhere. Like some leave and then come back home,
Right.
but some be like, I don't want to be here.
I
You,
feel
you got to
that.
look
You know
up.
what I
like D-Wade went from Chicago to Miami. I'm like, what's the upgrade?
But
Like,
you
far
Oh,
as-
hey, watch out,
This
man.
is mean far as
But-
weather and such.
You also want to
out.
see a new way of life. If
Chicago's
you're in
great.
one environment your entire life, it kind of is hard to grow.
But the hurtful part be when, like, for example, Steph Curry is more loved than Damian Lillard in Oakland.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
That'd be the hurtful part. When
Yeah,
it's
'cause
like
he really from.
Because he didn't play.
He went to
Exactly.
Portland. man.
Exactly.
He made his decision.
Isaiah
definitely
went
did,
through that too with Chicago.
Yeah.
He's from Chicago, but
Yeah, because I don't view him as a Chicago guy. He's like,
Yeah.
Detroit.
He's
Right.
ours.
Even though he's from Chicago.
Yeah.
He's
clearly.
ours, yo.
Yeah. He was Detroit. I used to hate them, man.
But I mean, cities be embraced. Magic and
Yeah.
Kobe. They not from LA,
They-
but
but
they are LA.
They LA.
Yeah.
They LA.
Not-
Yeah.
For sure.
That's Magic. LA is Magic City. He from
Right.
Lansing, but shit.
From
LA.
Lansing,
And Kobe would be what, from Philly, right?
from Philly,
Yeah,
yeah.
But
overseas.
Iver-
LA.
one of them cities
Philly
around.
is Iverson's. I mean, Iverson
Right.
is, you know.
And he from Virginia.
He from
Exactly.
Virginia. Yeah.
So it's
That's real.
Mm-hmm.
them cities be taking you.
It'd be dope to see if you had to play in the city you were like grew up or the closest city, and it'd be like those real cities
Well,
versus those real
I
cities.
would love that.
That'd be dope.
Bron did
Because
it.
it's high school ish.
Bron
Yeah.
Bron
did do
did
it.
it.
He did. He
But
did. He was
Bron
probably the
did
most
do
But it was a
successful.
lot of pressure, but he did it.
He did
Yeah.
Brought
do
them.
it.
He
He
said,
hung in
hey,
there as long as he could.
I brought y'all this ring.
Yeah.
Well, he did it.
They can't say a
Then he
damn
left.
thing to
No,
LeBron.
he gave him the
He
championship.
did what he was supposed
After
to
that,
do.
even though
Yep.
they was mad, he let, and I was more hurt just because he was the hometown guy.
Right.
But then
Yeah.
he came back and got you the ring. Even all the people who did say something bad about him, once that championship, they was like, you know what, my bad.
He
You
good.
can't say nothing.
Right.
You
My
came
bad.
back.
Especially Cleveland, they don't win shit. So thank you.
I can see them being mad when he left and then got the ring, and then we over here in Cleveland, like, man, come on, man.
And the people, some
Just
people
watching-
some people I know from Cleveland were like, to be honest, Cleveland and Akron ain't the same thing.
No, it's not.
And they were
No.
like, yeah.
Yeah.
And Cleveland's a hard sell to another NBA
Right.
player when you're like, come on, man, move your family.
yeah,
From
Cleveland
New
is
York.
cracking. Cleveland rocks, man. The Drew Carey show, man. Let me show you the intro. Cleveland rocks.
But a lot of people,
That's the sales rep.
Right?
I don't know.
a lot of people wanted him there too because he literally changes the economy.
Oh yeah.
Like when he was
Easily.
there, it's up. When he leaves, it's down.
Yeah.
Like,
Yep.
So he changes the whole economy,
Yep,
which is
he does.
insane when you
Yes,
think about
yeah,
it.
it is
crazy.
Once person changed the economy?
He the most popular ball player there is right
Yeah.
now. So it's like
They
Cleveland
was like, when
needs
he was
that.
here, man, things was cracking.
He's
Like,
changed. He's
everything-
changed when he came to the Lakers. Skyrocketed up. Laker game bars and stuff started cracking.
When I went to
Best thing
Cleveland, when I went to Cleveland when he was there, you know, my family's there. It was a crazy energy. It's
Yeah.
crazy when he's there. But now that the Browns have been doing well, they went to the playoffs last year.
did.
It was like
did.
there's a buzz around.
Shout out to Cleveland, man.
It's a
I
great
rock
city,
with-
man.
I like Ohio.
I like Cleveland.
It's a
When
great
when we
city.
went there, I was like,
Yeah,
Cleveland
it's a
kind of
good
dope.
time, man.
LeBron
Had a
brought
good
Laker
time.
fans back.
He
Laker
did.
fans started separating. They
That's
went
because
to Golden
that's
State.
because they fake.
They went to Clippers.
And they did.
That's because Laker fans is frauds. When they ain't doing good, it's hush up city.
It's hard to tell who's your real fans when you have like crazy winning streaks.
Exactly.
But you got to pick those teams in '94 and '95 when they sucked. You know, right before
They
Magic
had a
came
whole
back.
decade.
I'm glad you
The
didn't
Lakers
sell out,
never
Craig.
sucked.
I'll
really.
never be a
That's
Laker
fine.
fan. I'm a
I
Laker
mean,
hater.
them 90s
glad
years.
you didn't
That's the
sell
one
out.
team I root for.
There's,
Laker hate every team against them.
I'm glad you didn't sell out. Yeah, because a lot of people did.
Man, you name a team, I'm taking them over the Lakers.
But it is harder to determine who's a bandwagon when your team is always
They've been
usually
good from jump.
You know, like even when it comes to the Yankees, it's like, well, they've always
Yeah.
been good. So
But New Yorkers are pretty loyal
yeah, it's Yankees are Mets.
across the
Yeah,
board.
Yankees are Mets.
There's
They don't-
diehard Met fans. You be like, yeah,
Yeah, that's
what's up.
loyalty. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm surprised more people didn't cross over to the Nets.
Mets, you mean?
And I'm
No,
talking
Met-
about the Knicks. I would have.
They probably are now.
They have now.
Right.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
yeah, well, everybody's jumping on that. Well, because you grow up, it's a team you grow up on. It's hard to just
Everybody was a Knicks fan.
dip. Yeah, you know what I
Right.
mean?
And
Like,
they weren't always there. They started out as New Jersey, so it's like,
But being in Brooklyn though.
yeah, but
Right.
it's
Still,
still,
but it's still
you got to
new.
transition.
The
like
thing
whatever
is,
whatever
it don't feel
team comes
real.
back to the Bay, I didn't grow up with them.
Yeah,
I grew
yeah.
up with the Raiders. So
The
whoever
time-
comes, the Oakland Monarchs or
Yeah, you're
whatever.
gonna be
I'm
like-
But
like,
if a team came to
okay.
Lansing, I'm all in.
It's all.
immediately.
I'm in because if it was like Detroit
y'all don't have
Tigers
them.
or Detroit Pistons, I'd be like, no, I'm a Lansing Lightning,
Okay,
whatever I'm
that
at.
makes sense.
It's also.
I'm here.
It's also Brooklyn is so distinct of a city that if you're from other boroughs in New York, you're like, I can't wear a Brooklyn jersey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm from Manhattan.
Oh,
I'm
right.
from
that?
Harlem.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
crazy.
Brooklyn. I look crazy in the
Like,
Brooklyn
imagine
jersey.
if
But we
the
can
Lakers,
wear-
But
I can-
imagine the Lakers was Compton Lakers. Everybody in LA wouldn't be pulling for the Lakers like that. If they were the Compton Lakers, if they were the Long Beach Lakers, everybody
That's
people
true.
would fall off. They'd be like,
Yeah,
"No,
that's
I
true.
ain't doing that."
But we would do San Jose Sharks.
Well, we don't. Yeah, that was just bandwagon. I didn't know. Sharks don't
Didn't think about
I'd
hockey.
be like, hockey. Yeah, they in the finals again. They would lose, but I was like, we here. Sharks, baby. I didn't do it. I would do that. The only team in the Bay, like when I cared, it was the Raiders. When I was little, the Giants. And then as I got older, it was just more like I'm just gonna pull for whoever in the Bay.
When I left LA, when I left the Bay, I was like anything in Bay Area.
I'm just gonna
rock with.
pull for, especially when you leave. Like when I was in school,
Right.
I went harder.
Yeah,
When you
you
there,
go-
you just everybody's doing it.
Right.
But when you leave and you by yourself, then you feel obligated to be like, nah, this. Like,
That's
I'm
why I
from-
super rep because I'm so far away. Why you making this face?
Cause man, I was thinking about the Warriors and Bulls played last night.
Who won?
The Warriors.
You goddamn right we did, baby.
Tony's face is just. I was like,
I
what
started thinking
happened?
about that. I was like,
What happened right now?
Because I like the Warriors.
We needed to
Last
win.
night-
We was struggling.
Nah, we needed to win. We on a losing streak.
Yo, Steph being small, like he's not small, but he's 6'2". Steph being an underdog of an NBA player makes you like the Warriors.
I like.
You know what I
Steph
mean?
Everybody
Curry a
liked
lot.
the Warriors
Yeah.
until the fans started acting stupid.
I like
Everybody
Steph
liked them.
Curry,
Well, they
man.
had a crazy dynasty. They had a crazy.
I'm
want
always
Clay-
rooting
I
for
just want
that
Clay
guy.
to get
I
it.
always root for Steph.
I'm always rooting for that guy.
Every time
man.
they show Steph's, it's March Madness now, so they go back and show all the
Davison.
old- Every time they show his Davison stuff, I go back to people. Why are y'all so shocked that he's good?
Because
that's why he was a fucking lottery pick.
Wait, yeah,
Because
yes.
he
Johnny,
was
they took
killing.
Johnny Flynn over him.
Well,
Wait.
Minnesota was stupid. They took Johnny Flynn and
yeah, they took 2
They
points.
took
Yeah,
3 point guards.
I remember Rubio.
Steph shouldn't have been
Bro,
another
Steph
7 pick.
couldn't jump. Steph couldn't dribble like he could
But
now.
Steph was dropping 30.
He
but
could
at
dribble. Wait,
Davidson,
he could dribble
But
like
even when
he
he went to
could
the
now.
He always
tournament,
had handles.
no,
He always
not
had
like
handles.
now.
Not like
No,
now.
no,
But
his
that's what
handles
I'm
got
saying.
better.
But that's what I'm saying. If you had said, "Yo, Steph out of college was gonna be this now," you would never say that. You would
Yeah.
never say
But
that.
I'm
They've
gonna
been
predict
talking
it.
about him
No.
for a long time.
I'm like, why wouldn't you? When you saw what he did when he got, no one knew who he was.
What he
And
was
2
doing
years in a row,
yeah.
he was. dropping
Nobody thought I would
40,
never.
30.
It was
Unless
special.
I'm rare, I would never
Right.
thought Steph was gonna be. I'm like, that's not a 2-time MVP right now. You saw LeBron, of course. You go like, yo, that dude's
That's
gonna
an
be
easy pick,
right? But
when-
Steph's not a dude you looked at and you said 2-time MVP.
But
When-
somebody
no.
saw something because he was still a lottery pick, and he should have been. If you're being realistic,
With the
if-
Knicks.
he should have been a 3 or 4 pick.
I agree.
You're not special if you are a top 3 or 4 pick.
I agree with
If
you.
you talk to basketball players, you'll hear they talk about certain people's kids. They were talking about Curry's kid. They were
Right.
talking about Doc Rivers' kid. They're like, oh, you got to see them.
Now,
and
Austin,
that's when you
he
pay
bombed.
attention.
well,
He was
oh
supposed
yeah,
to be,
yeah.
and he didn't.
It was always
Austin's
something he
still doing
didn't.
good. He's still
I
in
never
the
liked the
league.
shot.
It was always something he was missing to me.
Yeah. But Steph, what he
Some
did
real heart.
was just
No,
was
I'm
insane.
saying I looked at Steph, and you look at him, then you go like he looks like a child when he came out.
he did, but he was dropping 30.
But now since I didn't see Steph dunk for years,
He
you
was
know what
dropping
I mean?
25 footers.
Bro.
He grew into being
And he was carrying, and that's the thing, he was carrying that Davidson team who had nothing.
Right.
It was him and the other white boy.
surround-
And that was
surrounding,
it.
his
Yeah.
surrounding
And
team
they were
was
beating Kansas, and
Yeah.
they were beating because it was him. And I was like, this dude.
but he could shoot from anywhere, and
That's
no
what
one
I'm
saw
saying.
that.
like Westbrook.
I can't pick you up from the half court.
Yeah, zones
People-
don't start at half court.
No.
He usually
Could
start
you
at
say
the
that about Russ?
3-point
Like people be
line.
like, I didn't know Russ was going to be this. But the reason why Russ was the number 4 pick overall because somebody saw it.
You saw it.
The
You
reason
could
why
see
Steph
it.
was a high pick because somebody saw it. Like Westbrook coming out of UCLA, they weren't checking for him like that. He wasn't supposed to be a lottery pick at all. Then in the tournament, him and Derrick Rose battles and was like, this dude got it.
This
And they
is the
took him
one.
He got
Yep.
drafted before Kevin Love, and Kevin Love was the shit coming out of college. But so somebody saw it in Steph. Minnesota's just an idiot. Steph should have been.
There's no way they
Picked
should
up.
have took 3-point guards
No,
before
that was
Steph.
so
And none of those
dumb.
point guards are better than Steph.
Also, Westbrook in his AAU days, he played with 4 other pros, so he sat the bench. He came
Right.
off the bench
And he was a late
behind
bloomer. He
Harden.
only-
It was Harden. It was
There's a couple people.
yeah, it was a lot of
Well, on the
giants.
AAU team?
On the
Yeah,
AAU
and
team.
even
they
on
was
his
stacked.
team, he wasn't even the best person on his high school team. What happened with him was Farmar left early. And
Yeah, they had Jordan up. Yeah, he was ranked pretty high.
Farmar
too.
left early, and there was a assistant coach at UCLA was like, "Hey man, we should take this kid." He had like one. He was a 3-star, I think.
Oh,
had, like,
well, he
one
was a
offer.
super late bloomer.
Yeah, nobody was checking for him. And then he was a kid that came off the bench, and I would just remember like, I like this guy. He's got a lot of energy. And then
Crazy
sophomore
energy.
year,
Crazy
he started
athleticism.
balling. And
Yeah.
he became a lottery pick.
Because that's one of the most athletic dudes. I just go like he's just a shorter LeBron athletic
He was a
wise.
freak.
I go like,
Him and Derrick Rose were the same person.
yeah.
People be talking smack about Westbrook, and I be like, shut up.
You see what he did last night?
21
20.
assists.
I be like, bro, he still is
Did they win?
Still
a
beast.
triple-double machine. Yeah.
He's still a beast.
And then there was the game dedicated to Nipsey, the 20-20-20.
Right.
How hard it is to get 20 rebounds?
As a point guard.
Wait, how
Ridiculous.
hard it
Vince
is to
didn't
get 20
assists.
assists.
To get
Right.
20
And
assists.
And
somebody
is
has to
actually
make
harder
it
than 20
20
rebounds.
times.
Depending on other people.
Yeah.
That's hard.
Now Westbrook is underappreciated.
Y'all be betting on sports?
I am. I'm going to start. I like betting.
I can see
I'm
you
gonna,
betting
I'm going
on
to be
sports.
poor, but I never win.
Chaz is
I'm the
reckless.
beginning of the year better. I know who's gonna finish. And that's it. That's all I
I
bet.
just be scared.
I
Like,
like
I want to
gambling.
bet Chaz on the game tonight, but I'm like,
But here's the thing: me and Keon don't like spending money on frivolous stuff. People like we just pay each other.
Y'all both
Right.
forgive each other.
yeah,
you
it's
forgive it.
okay. It's all right.
You don't give a
It's
fuck.
fun to make a bet when it means something, but I'm like, money? Nah.
No, I just
Y'all still doing like push-up bets and run around the block naked bets?
No. I'm not doing a push-up
I
bet
wouldn't
with
subject
nobody.
Chaz's neighbor
Yeah.
to that. Ridiculous. But for those of you who like to bet,
Let's gamble, people.
You check out MyBookie. MyBookie,
check
March
out
Madness
MyBookie.
is here. It's
Yeah,
official.
what are you
Time
doing?
for you to shoot your
She's
shot.
shaking the dice.
Oh,
It's not the choir room.
that's not what it looks like.
Select winners from 63 tournament games in the MyBookie bracket contest for a chance at $10,000 in cash prizes. It's only $1 to enter. $1 get you 10. Want to get you 10.
Yeah, I like
Yeah.
making the best. I always want to make the best at the Super Bowl. Like who they're like, oh, who's the MVP, and just pick the dude who you don't think. The odds are crazy.
the punter.
Yeah, you
Put a
come
couple
up.
dollars in.
And it
crazy.
doesn't matter what you're filling out. It could be multiple brackets. It could be national championship winner, simply looking for a player, and game props.
I love it.
MyBookie has it covered. You sign up today at mybookie.ag. Okay, mybookie.ag. Use the promo code ISSUES. Secure a deposit bonus up to $1,000.
I'm gonna do it and see how I like it.
Might as
'Cause,
well. And they do all
cue it
sports.
up.
They do college ball, NBA, and NHL. No matter what the sport, no matter what time, from tip off the buzzer, MyBookie puts the action in your hands with live betting. Again, that is mybookie.ag. Use the promo code ISSUE and secure your deposit.
Let's see the stats from Michigan.
Oh yeah,
I
so what time do they play?
I have no idea how to even read
couple
this
hours.
stuff.
Because USC is first, right? USC and Gonzaga
You see,
first.
oh, that game gonna be crazy. crazy.
Yeah, it is. I think USC can get him.
I think they can
Even
get
though
him too.
Gonzaga's been beating this shit at everybody, they definitely look like the
USC
number one.
has something, bro.
They got the Mosley brothers.
Yeah.
So where are they
Mobley.
They
from?
got Evan.
They're from LA area, right?
Mobley. They're from what is that little town called? One of them weird towns out
Is it Chino Hills?
close out that way.
Corona area?
Burbank.
Burbank? No. Go ahead.
I just want to be included.
Little shout out.
Burbank.
Anytime you do
Burbank.
sports talk, Tony
Burbank
gets
was
all
just-
I
quiet.
fade out.
That's
yeah.
always
Especially
the-
when y'all go to college, I'm out.
And so is the best.
Tony, every
yeah.
draft, Tony be like, the Bulls got the. What y'all think about the guy the Bulls just
Yeah,
drafted?"
nobody.
Well,
no clue
actually,
what it
Keon
is.
started that. I was minding my own business, and then he was like, "Y'all got this dude from Orlando," and then, but he was like, "But they just got him so they can make room for Ball." And then I needed clarification after you said Ball ain't going nowhere.
Yeah,
I was trying to get the clarification. Niggas wouldn't answer me. I was like, "Hey, this is a good move or not? Are we keeping him?"
Well, what
Kobe
happened
White
was,
is real.
Temecula. That's where they're from.
Temecula?
Temecula.
Temecula.
Yeah.
Oh,
Remember
about
the comedy
Pachanga.
club
I'm
out
about to
there?
say, didn't
Pachanga.
they-
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's
I used to like that room,
Yeah.
man. You get the dope photo.
Was that
too.
Tiffany's room?
Nah.
No.
She did Morongo.
Oh, Pachanga was what's your name? Perrin.
Parent, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wait, I'm
Tiffany.
confused.
I used to like
Which
that
one's
room.
Morongo? Is which one?
That's
which
with
one
the
did I do?
big
Big old
room.
stage.
I
Pachanga
did
got
that
the
one.
little one that's in the back
Pachanga-
corner.
Yeah.
Oh, I did
Yeah.
Pachanga too.
Yeah.
Because Pachanga was actually a comedy
But
club.
Pachanga was where you went downstairs, I think, right?
Because Pachanga's where we shot Laugh.
Yeah.
Laughs
On Fox.
Laughs on Fox.
Yeah.
Laughs was there, yeah.
Yeah.
That was
I like
Pachanga.
that room.
I liked it too.
I like
Me
that
too.
room.
I love that room. The
I like it
brick
better
wall
than
in the
Morongo.
back.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
And then Tiffany used to do the other casino.
The Morongo.
that one, I was
Morongo.
like,
Was that Morongo?
No, it wasn't
I don't
Morongo.
think it was
No, the other
Morongo.
one.
she did.
Pachanga, Morongo, then
And then
Because I went with you
San
one
Miguel?
time.
it was the last. It was
San
the
Manuel?
Laugh Factory.
San Manuel.
San Manuel?
San Manuel.
There
It
you
was
go.
that
She
one.
did
Yeah.
That was
San
a
I
tough.
like that.
San
Yeah.
Miguel.
That was a
San
tough-
Miguel was a spot we went to years ago. Do you remember that? It was a little, yeah. No, do you remember that? It was a little dusty ass spot. We went with Comro. We went with Sam Comro years ago, and they had just, remember they just had a random ass couch just out in the middle of nowhere. It was like a ranch.
it was a nice little dusty.
Yeah,
ass
it was
spot.
a dusty little spot, and it was like a ranch, and it was out of no. We just kind of we were like, yo, where are we going? And we pulled
Oh
up.
yes.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
And then we was like randomly across the street. There was just a couch out there. We're like,
Yeah, I remember that
What in
room.
the
I
hell?
did that room more than once too, because I remember Kanisha being in
yep.
it. Was that the same time?
no, different time.
Man.
Wait, that was the actual place y'all performed where the little couch was?
No,
Or-
it was
oh,
like
okay.
across the street. The place was
okay.
cool, but you were just like,
Where the
Why
hell
is this
we
couch
where
at?
the hell
right
we
here?
going?
It was a journey too. But that casino gig Tiffany used to
Oh,
host.
bro, I told you that
tough.
when I say when we bombed, me and Tony bombed, we got booed on the same night together.
by the same guy.
By the same
It
guy.
was just like, boom. The individual boo. Boo.
I rolled with Tony once. I was like, he was like, I'm gonna go to the Laugh. I was like, I'm gonna pull up.
Man.
And Tiffany was hosting, and I was just looking around the room, and I was just like, I'm
That's
never doing that.
Tough.
It was like, mother.
Yeah.
They didn't care.
That
and
money
the
was
casinos everywhere, and they loud, and the people at the bar. Just,
There's too
they
much
didn't
going
give
There
on.
a
was too
shit.
much going on.
I think when we went, I went with you. Shang was hosting.
Yeah. Yep.
And it was tamed, but it wasn't exciting though.
They might as well have a
Usually
slot
the-
machine on the stage
Might
with
as
you.
well.
You can usually tell how the room's gonna be by if you hear people on your way in there.
Yeah.
If they're being loud, you're like,
Yeah.
all right,
Yeah.
Here we go.
they ain't losing. We gonna be all right.
That was
If
a
it's a
tough.
quiet casino, ooh,
I just remember watching. And I looked at Tony with new respect. I was like, good for you guys.
Man,
You want to get up, Keon?
the
They,
drive
I didn't
out
offer,
there.
but I went to possibly get up, and then after that, I was like, if they never offered, I was like,
Yeah,
I'm not saying
I'm good.
shit.
I'll pass.
I ain't gonna ask Tiffany for a damn thing.
Man, that was tough. And then they would ask me, I was like, ugh. All right.
It's far, hella far.
That's
far,
far, man.
too.
That's the thing.
did we ever shout out Tiffany?
That's when
for
you
her
fell asleep
award?
on the way back.
No, we didn't.
I think you was dozing
At
off
the
on that
wheel?
one.
I think we did.
I might have
We
been,
did.
man.
Yeah, did we ever shout out Tiffany for her award?
For
No,
winning
we
the
didn't.
Grammy?
We didn't. We didn't. Tiffany Haddish has a Grammy
Has a whole
award,
Grammy.
y'all.
Congratulations.
A Grammy award.
whole
And comedians, if
Grammy.
y'all watching this, you can win a Grammy.
Right.
You can win. We are eligible for Grammy awards if you got a special out here.
You know what Tiffany's Grammy did? Like, it was weird. 'Cause I texted her. I was like, oh, congrats. She was like, thanks, whatever. But what it did for me was it reminded me, like how all my peers are, like, actually, like, doing a lot of shit.
It's crazy, bro.
Like, because, we're just in it. So we don't think about it.
Right.
it's normal to us. We like, oh,
Right, yeah.
Tiff
So-
got the Grammy.
Well,
I-
Tiffany exploded after the movie came
Yeah.
out.
She did.
and it
But
was-
she's
it was a
still
wrap.
Tiffany. Like, she's still. So it's just like you see your peers, and I was just like, damn, she really got she's everywhere. She's huge. Because like when we text each other, when we're talking, it's just so normal.
Right.
And then you're like, no, but on the outside world, people are a big deal. When we were in Vegas and I just saw people staring at him, I was like, who cares? It's Tony. But they was
It's
like,
Mr. Tony.
we went to eat. Remember we went to eat in the casino? We could see the people over the shoulder like.
They was looking.
Yeah, they kept looking at him. And then finally they would get up the curb like, love your videos, man, blah, blah. We was walking. He kept getting stopped. I was like,
Yeah.
I like being in random places with him. I forgot where we was at, and it was a random place. And dude, we were eating. I think it was Cleveland. And dude walked up on you. He's like, I don't mean to bother y'all. I don't want to bother y'all. So sorry, but I just want to say I'm a fan. Keep doing your thing, brother. And he walked off, and I was just like,
Have you got the weird
Always
super fan
told you.
yet?
The who?
The weird super fan?
No.
Nobody's been too crazy.
Nobody stands out.
It's coming.
Anybody
I can't
recognize your
come in,
voice
it's gonna be
first?
somebody
and
with
be
like a dead dog.
Yeah, they be recognized. They be recognized
Make
through
him
the
talk.
mask.
Make him talk,
Everything.
Tony.
That happened to me at the swap meet.
someone recognize you through the mask.
We was at the swap meet last weekend in Slauson swap meet. And he was like, man, I knew that before. I recognized you through the mask, man. And he kept it moving.
Bring him back, Tony.
You have a very I can see someone calling you for a bill.
Oh,
and
that's
being
happened.
Like, oh,
That's happened. Where I'm dealing serious business with over the phone customer service. You're like, Tony Baker? I'm a fan. I was like, yo.
Great. Can you get this bill reduced?
Right.
Bring him back.
are y'all killing the dog?
Yes.
Bring him back.
DC is dumb, bro.
Is he killing the dog still?
He said somebody would show up. Somebody would show up to you with their dead dog. Like,
Oh,
make
my
him
God.
talk. So the whole time y'all was talking, he kept whispering.
DC just can't do it. Just bring him back.
Bring him back, Tony.
And with your voice, it's like we still got him.
And the
Just
dog
see if
just
he could
sitting there.
just-
What would you do?
Just there, I'd be like, wait, what? Why are you doing this?
His name is Rudy. Can you
Hey,
give him
Rudy,
one?
just give him the, please, for my family. But I can't think of like a weird incident in person. Nah, because some people just be socially awkward, but
Yeah.
but nothing too crazy. And you just forget because you just be on the internet. You just forget that people be watching the internet.
Right.
So it
I
just
think
be like,
that's
oh,
what
yeah.
it is. I think
Yeah.
for me, like how you be on me, I think for me,
I'm sick of your shit.
because
Sick of it.
because we're not. I look at it like that too. It's just the internet. And
Internet's real now.
I still haven't.
It's been real.
Right,
You know
but
what
I still
mean?
haven't registered that I'm still on TV movie.
Right.
I understand people being like, "Oh
Yeah.
shit!" With the internet. I'm just like, we all have phones. We all have. To me, I feel like the TV and internet TV and movie is still exclusive, whereas the internet, we all have that.
Right.
So it's just weird to me when people be like, "Man, the internet." I'm like, well, just find
Yeah, I
out
caught
my
on late.
phone.
I used to be like, I don't do stand up. It's gonna happen.
No, look, a lot of most of the comedians was like,
I caught on super late.
I'm pure stand up.
Y'all see me now. Prove it.
Like,
Jaguar baby bacon.
be consistent, y'all. Man, look out, Tom.
Man, I
It ain't
believe
making no
it.
difference.
I'm still late. As a writer, a lot of things that I would normally put out, I just throw in a movie or TV show somewhere, so I don't necessarily get to
Yeah.
put it out.
Yeah, you save your idea.
You got that luxury, Craig.
Right.
Sorry, y'all got way more followers.
You got
I
that
just gotta
luxury,
put it in a
man.
movie or
You
a
got a
TV
lot of
show.
followers, and you hidden.
Right.
Yeah,
You still got a lot.
Yeah.
If you
Craig don't even do
if
that.
you really
no
tried though, Craig,
Oh, yeah.
Craig,
If
You
Blow
just did a
up.
video
Easy.
every now and then.
it'd be
If
hard
you-
for me to
if-
get a check
it wouldn't. What do you
because
mean?
it'd be all out there.
Nah.
I write scripts.
You would just get more. You would just think of more stuff.
Not that. It's just you.
Yeah.
They be like, look at Mr.
You already got
Yeah.
the following.
those people become those little
Me
ideas.
stopping by your house
become
grabbing a tie. They be like, look at them sharing ties.
Craig got 41,000 followers in the bushes.
Man.
Yeah,
Just from the bushes. He ain't putting out no split screens, no nothing.
yeah.
They'd be like, oh,
41K.
Craig posted 40,000 likes, just like that.
Start shooting some videos. Perhaps.
But the pressure's not on Craig. Craig is
No.
like, I'm writing
good,
about
right.
it. There's no pressure there. So he just like,
Like,
look
if I
out.
stop, that's just it. They're gonna be like, okay, well, that was nice. So
That's
you
what
got?
that's been one of the biggest battles. Like, oh, do it, and then I'll be like, oh, I'm gonna do it, and I write them up, and I'll be like, oh, you know what?
Throw this in this.
Maybe I could let Marlon do this and this, and maybe
Yeah.
I'll have somebody do this and this.
Hilarious.
It be getting out there. People be seeing it. They just don't know it's me that wrote it.
Right. And the bush.
See, that's real.
So
work.
it don't just stay in my head. I get having
You
to
get it
certain
off.
yeah.
You get your comedic rocks off, but then you stay in the bush.
But say even that
I
though,
gotta
I'm
get
like
out the
Craig is
bushes.
writing. That is an exclusive thing, you know.
Yeah.
So I understand his 41,000. I get it. It's the inner. I just be like, I don't know when it's gonna feel to me like, yeah, that counts. You know what I'm saying? Like
When you
that's
buy another house you want.
why- right, yeah.
Right.
when you buy, you go, you know, this is because it's real.
Once you see the money,
money.
man, you're like, this
It's real.
shit counts.
It's real
On
money.
them T-shirts, I
hell,
was
it's-
like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
No, this
This shit counts.
it just kept me afloat
You
for
gonna
the
name
last
your
year.
next kid? Prove it.
Next up, prove it, Urban Junior.
Bro, I have a combo with somebody because a lot of cats want to get from the internet onto TV and to movies, and I'm like, yo, why? I'm like, if you can have a whole outside of another income stream, you know what I mean? I'm like, if you can have an entire world, lifestyle, everything you want, still the recognition if you wanted that, the quote unquote fame, whatever you wanted, by doing it, I'm like, you don't need TV and movies. That's just a vanity
But
thing.
tell that to which my man from Snowfall. He started on the internet. Started on
Oh,
Vine.
Melvin.
Melvin's
Melvin's
killing.
He's
Well,
killing.
but Melvin
But
started.
Melvin's also an actor.
He started
though.
off as an
He
actor.
really likes acting.
Yeah,
but I'm just saying, like,
Melvin's been doing acting classes 10 years ago, like
Yeah.
at least.
but I'm just saying, you watch that or you look at a batch, or yes, I would love that,
Right.
and it gives you more options. You get
It's
more.
dope.
and
It's dope to
bigger.
have it
It's
all.
great.
Like,
Of
yeah.
course.
But
of
they
course.
also love acting, though. That's
Right.
the thing. They're not just looking for fame. They're looking
Exactly.
for.
They love
a
to
lot
act.
of the stuff they would do is so people could see their acting chops,
Yeah.
so their
Right.
comedic chops, what they're capable of, so they can
Right.
get the prime real estate role.
I'm a fan
like-
of Melvin, his acting. He
Oh,
kills
man.
every role he does. I mean, I'll be like,
does.
hey,
He does
he's
very
good.
well.
Him and Woody, man, they're
Right.
killing it on
Woody,
the
yeah,
dramatic
Woody.
front.
Mm.
And I'm like, yeah, that's dope.
Yeah.
Like
You
me,
know.
I don't want the attention. I like
Yeah.
being able to fuck up sometimes and just keep pushing. I don't.
Yeah.
If you have 1 million people following you, that's 1 million people following you.
Yeah.
I don't like that pressure.
That's
And
it
they be
is a lot
doing
of pressure.
And
though.
they be doing a lot.
I fuck up a lot. And then I'm saying not even just like I could write a joke that might be on edge for somebody,
Right.
but if I just set it on my page, it'll be.
But you can write it and give somebody else take the heat and go in the shadow.
Well, also, if somebody famous says something, a lot of times people will give them that pass. Where if they don't know you, then they want to comment.
Right.
That comment get lost in 8,000 comments.
Right.
If it's just your 8 comments, everybody gonna see that.
You feel that?
Hot water central, man.
No doubt. Let's do this question
I
real
get
quick.
it. We had a question? Oh,
What we got?
I know we
We
sidetracked.
stay with questions, you know what I'm saying?
Now,
That'd
Chaz
be
just be
hella
looking
question.
at the time and be
Yeah.
like, question another
Oh.
one.
Nah, I got somewhere to be, but
Oh, that's why.
I was
yeah.
like, I didn't want to
Yeah,
leave the
you-
people.
Jazz ain't normally like
You ready
that.
to go?
No, I'm not ready to go. I
So
just
we-
go like, how long will this question take?
So
I
we
didn't plan on
got
this
so we
being
got
on the whole
genres
time.
of questions right here. So
Genres?
We can do a comedy movie question. We could do what's your love language question.
Okay, we got
We can do a hypothetical what if type joint.
I vote hypothetical what if, but I'll go with the majority.
I'm down with the genre because we just kind of did a hypothetical what if
We did.
So you down with which one?
genre.
Yeah,
Which
all
genre?
genres.
Yeah.
Which
Oh,
one? The
wait,
first,
what's the
second,
que-
or
what's the-
third
I
Which
just
one?
gave you the 3 genres you got to choose
say
from.
one,
We could
two.
do.
I thought
You
you were
go-
saying movies.
Yeah, I thought it was saying.
I thought that's what you were saying.
Give me.
All right, so we can do a question about favorite comedy movies, underrated comedy. We can do a question about the love language.
It's the same reaction.
Same reaction.
Or we can do the question about the hypothetical.
It's whatever.
Let's go with
We've touched on all of them
his
before.
favorite
Yeah.
love language is
Let's do love language.
Let's
just
do
for
love
good measure.
language.
My love
Yeah,
leave me
go.
the fuck alone.
I think we talked
Yeah,
about
I
that
know.
one before.
we talked about love
We
language.
did.
did.
Yeah.
We did?
Comedy
That's when y'all
movie.
kept making fun of me because of being
'Cause he likes
tickled.
being
Remember?
tickled.
Oh yeah.
Oh, we did talk about love language.
Then we found out he likes tickling himself.
But
Yeah.
I don't think everybody addressed their own love languages though. We just was talking about Chaz.
Let's,
What's the-
let's do the
okay.
first
So
one.
the which one?
Do the first
the
one.
comedy movie.
The comedy movie.
Yeah.
All right.
Just in case.
Underrated? Oh, both fingers.
So
Is that what it is? Sorry.
this question is from Robosack. Robosack. I hope I'm saying it right, but
Robo sack.
Like
might be- it might-
ROBELSAC.
Oh, Robosac.
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 Not
Okay.
Robosac. Not Robosac.
I thought you said
I thought it was
Robo.
It's a
Robosac.
spinoff of RoboCop.
Yeah.
Robosac.
The porno.
Murphy's Pub.
It's more it's like After Dark, Robo.
Yeah.
NC-17.
When he strips.
So we see his robo penis for the first time.
It spins still. Goes
The
back in the
vibrator does
holster.
all kind of trick.
Yo, what are some of your favorite comedy movies / underrated comedy movies of all time? I just saw Bowfinger with my parents. We never knew. So
That's what I would have said.
what are y'all's?
Bowfinger.
Besides Bowfinger,
Okay.
you know,
oh,
Can't go
this is Walk
Bowfinger.
Hard.
Walk
Dewey
Hard.
Cox,
Walk
man.
Hard. Dewey Cox is great.
Vampire Brooklyn was
Oh.
funny as hell to me.
Okay.
Funny as hell to me.
Okay.
John
a lot of people
Witherspoon.
like that movie.
I
That movie
loved
did
it.
not
Man,
do well.
that's funny.
But a lot of people,
She's a big ass wolf.
yeah.
John
Oh, he
Witherspoon
was
in that.
he was
Oh.
killing.
He
it.
kills every role.
He
Yeah.
killed that entire
Yo,
scene. He
was the dude, the Italian stick-up man.
Yeah.
And then he shot the dog and sugar. Yo,
Eddie
Eddie
killed
Murphy
that.
is
Yeah. Vampire
beastly.
Brooklyn.
Oh, I got two. If you like action, it's Kung Fu Hustle.
That movie's hilarious.
That one made me laugh.
I got that on
Hilarious.
DVD.
And then Hollywood Shuffle.
Oh, yeah.
So many
That's not
quotes.
underrated though.
Hollywood
It
Shuffle
is.
got his
If you
props.
look
It's
at
a
how much
classic.
money it made, it's underrated.
Hollywood Shuffle's not underrated.
It's a classic movie.
It's a class, but not that many people seen it.
Yes, they have.
Now, underrated is not
It's a
Where
classic.
people haven't
underground.
heard about it.
Underground and underrated are different.
Yeah.
Hollywood Shuffle is always regarded as dope.
It's a classic. That's like saying
It's,
like
it's regarded as a blueprint.
Every time I hear about Hollywood and people that have seen it, I've always heard nothing but good things.
Okay, I'll just stick with Kung Fu Hustle. I'll stick with Kung Fu Hustle. You know,
it's funny.
I can only
man.
have one. All right.
Because Kung Fu Hustle made money.
But a lot of these young cats don't know, you know,
It's funny.
they think some of the lines come from a rap song or from, they don't really know where it comes from.
Right.
But the question
I feel
is,
that.
the question is favorite comedy movies and / underrated comedy
So,
movies.
okay.
So you
my
can do
apologies,
that.
my
Hollywood
apologies,
Shuffle,
Craig.
Hollywood
I'm
Shuffle.
sorry.
Always on me,
I'm
Chaz.
sorry, Craig.
Always
My
on me.
apologies, bro.
I feel like a penis underneath the
Underneath
church
the
shirt.
what? The church-
Always on me. Like a penis under a robe. That's
I was like, where is this going?
You know where it's going.
know where
You
it's
knew where it was going. In the choir room
In the
and
choir.
everything else.
That's where it all goes,
crunchy
baby.
Who is on Chaz?
Chad.
So there's this movie Ryan Reynolds did with Anna Faris called Just Friends.
Oh, yeah, I
it's
remember that.
one of the funniest. This shit made me, no black people in it, but it made me laugh hard as hell. Blank Man's one of my favorite movies ever.
Funny.
And then
Is that underrated?
Yes.
It is.
I think
No.
so.
Everybody
No one
loves
ever
it.
talks about it. No one talks
Evans,
about
no.
Blank Man.
If we're gonna
being
say,
great.
if we're gonna,
Man.
Bro, I feel like I'm
Blank
the only
Man
champion of Blank
It's
Man.
not heavily regarded like a Hollywood show.
Or even like Major Payne.
Also, a
Oh,
lot
the Major Pain is not
No, that's
underrated.
Blank-
That's what I'm saying.
loved.
So, but Blank Man, no one talks about
I
Blank
don't know
Man like
anybody that
that.
doesn't like it though.
That's great.
Wait, can I add another one in? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm still going.
Before Keon
DC.
goes.
You got-
That's 4 damn movies.
I'm not done. Did it say just one, Tony?
It didn't say just one.
Did it say just one,
It
Tony?
just said what are
Well, you
some?
got on Craig.
What are
too.
some? I'm doing some.
All right,
It's,
you
it's
good.
some limited to
You
two.
good? You good?
He's like, don't make me put my arms in my sleeve.
You good?
Go ahead.
And Beverly Hills Ninja.
Okay,
Chris
that's
Farley.
slept
Yeah,
on.
funny.
Slept on.
Ah, damn, I'm done now.
I still
I'm
haven't
done
seen
now.
that movie.
my
You
my
haven't seen
edition.
Beverly Hills Ninja?
Dirty Rotten Scoundrels. Steve Martin.
Oh,
fucking funny.
man, that's
one of my
favorites.
Whew, all right.
I seen that for the first time
Oh.
recently.
I gotta watch it.
Oh goodness gracious.
They did a new version of it with Melissa McCarthy.
They gonna
Oh
make-
yeah,
they-
and what's her name? Anne Hathaway.
Did
Is it out?
It's called
Yeah,
The
it's
Hustle.
funny,
It came
man.
out and came
Oh,
and went.
I actually.
It probably wasn't good. Was it like Dirty
No,
Rotten?
not Melissa McCarthy.
What's
The other girl, the British white.
I
big
saw
girl.
it.
You have,
Rebel-
you have to have a
Rebel-
British
Rebel?
actor for that.
I saw it on the.
Rebel Wilson.
Yeah,
Michael,
yeah.
you've
That's
seen
what
it.
is.
I saw it. The one that you talking about. I saw it.
Was it good?
They probably butchered it. This one was Michael Caine and Steve Martin.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Dirty Rotten
I saw it.
Scoundrel.
You know, yeah. Well,
That
Nigga
title
name was,
was
nigga name was
dope.
Rupert.
The little brother,
Yeah,
his
his
little
little
brother
brother's name was
with
Rupert.
the cork on the fork.
Rupert's a funny name, bro.
Rupert.
what's yours, Tony?
Underrated. I'm gonna try to stick with underrated. There's this comedy called I Like It Like That. Didn't make a lot of money. Not a lot of people know about it. I love it. It's
Is that with Nick Cannon?
No. Oh hell no. You talking about Love Don't Cost a Thing.
Oh,
That
okay,
movie
that's
sucks.
good.
Hell no.
I only watch it because
I like it like that. Has
Screaming out like great.
what's her name? What's her name from New York
so fine.
Undercover?
The Puerto Rican.
Yeah,
I forgot her name.
her
I
and
got
the
to meet Keon.
dude. He's also
met
in
her
like
in person.
Chicago Hope or something like that. Griffin Dunn is in it.
Okay.
I like it like that. It's one of my favorite comedies. What else? I really like Walk Hard a lot.
You know a movie you talk about all the time? I don't know if it's a comedy, but I still haven't seen it. Big Trouble in Little China.
Oh,
for
this shirt is a reference to that very movie.
I was going to ask you what that shirt was.
Yeah, it's a reference to Big Trouble in Little China with the Wu-Tang.
I still been meaning to see
Joey
it
Sabrina got
for
me this.
years. though.
You haven't seen it?
I haven't.
either.
Oh,
let me tell
that's
y'all
where they
something.
work.
You've been
right?
talking about it for years.
That's where they worked
classic.
at, right? Or were they going to name it on the
It
truck?
was the name of the little front.
Yeah.
that they were breaking
still gotta
into.
watch
Is that where the snake lady was?
Nah, wait.
Big Trouble
Snake
Little
lady.
China when they went to go talk to her.
Oh,
the-
yeah.
Wait, who
It
hasn't
is
seen
the
it?
serpent
I haven't
lady.
seen it.
How y'all haven't seen Big Trouble Little China?
Because he hasn't heard a lot of things.
Oh.
Yo, Big
Yeah.
Trouble in Little China is because it's like a comedy, kung fu,
Kurt Russell.
sci-fi.
It
monster
sounds
everything.
right up my alley.
yeah.
and it's my favorite movie.
Everything.
And it definitely didn't do well at the box office, but people love that. It's not underrated.
Is that where Raiden's from? 'Cause I heard
Yes.
Yeah, they stole that.
That's where they got rating from.
Had to be. Did,
Yeah.
did they admit
so
that?
So you had the three storms. I feel like they haven't, but maybe they did.
He was
you had the
definitely
three storms
rating.
because you had rain, thunder, and lightning, and that's definitely rating.
Right.
It was just like,
Hat.
yeah. And it's so funny because Jack Burton is like, I love when you put a guy in a situation, he didn't sign up for none of this shit. He just wanted his truck back. That's all he wanted. Where's my truck? All this stuff going on. He's like, my truck, Wayne.
Right.
It's the perfect
I gotta
movie.
watch it.
But that's definitely one of my favorites.
It's on my list.
I got another one I just remembered. Tripping.
Oh, I remember
Tripping
Tripping.
is so
Trippin'
funny,
What's
bro.
tripping?
With Donald Faison is in it.
Dennis.
Yeah.
Bud from
Bud
the
from
Cosby
Cosby
Show.
Show.
Dion Richmond.
Dion Richmond.
Who else is in it?
Maya Campbell's
Anthony
in it?
Anderson's in it. Maya Campbell.
Tripping.
I'm trying to think.
What's
It did make a lot
what's
of
the
money.
brother? Guy Tori's in it.
Guy Tori. and
It's funny,
the
man.
guy, the dude I work at, I see him at the gym all the time. And I'm gonna approach him next time and be like, man, you and
the one who
Trippin'.
played the bad guy.
Yeah.
From Angels
the
in
one
the
who
Outfield?
the
He
one
had
who
the long
leg
hair?
came off. No, the one who leg came
I
off.
don't remember this movie well enough.
Oh,
to
you,
see
oh, I know
it.
you're talking
You know what
about.
I'm talking about.
He's like when he had the
Yeah,
crutches.
yeah, him.
That movie.
Oh,
Is
down on
funny,
face. I'm thinking
funny,
face
bro.
on love.
Oh,
Hilarious.
Donald Faison.
That movie hella
Trippin's
funny. Like I
funny,
remember
bro.
my boy had all the premium channels
Uh-huh.
growing up, and we used to go over to his house. He was like, "Y'all ever seen Trippin'?" We was like, "Nah, man." We were in tears. Like it's so funny.
He
It's
stabbed him in the
so
head with a
funny.
rib. Bonehead.
It's one particular scene in that movie. It's at the very end where somebody getting punked at the end. And somebody called him Tubbs in the background. He's like, "Oh man, get his ass, Tubbs," or something like that. That was mad funny to me.
Like Trippin'
That's
is
the
where
only thing I
that one
remember.
clip is from. He's like, "Man, shut the fuck up!" Like when he's in his speech, but it's just little stuff. Like when he was the Terminator.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Oh, ugly motherfucker." must leave." And then there's a dude sitting down. He's like, "Well, I'm going." And he got up and eat, but you paused and he was hella ugly.
Oh, ugly motherfucker.
I gotta watch that again.
Like, I'm
I
going.
just remember that end.
That-
Oh, one
You never seen
underrated gem that
I
I
haven't
like
seen it.
Oh, bro.
is Fear of a Black Hat. It's like it came out around the same time as CB4. It's a similar premise, but Fear of a Black Hat is
Who's in that?
Rusty Cundiff, the dude from the dude that played the black dude in
And
Revenge of the Nerds.
Paula something. What's her name? The girl Paula.
Paula J.
No, she's not in it.
Not her?
Apologize.
No, not the one
Not
from
Paula Parker.
the one Paula.
Rose Jackson is in it. She played the girl that Lorenz Tate married in Dead Presidents. She's in it.
I'm gonna look at the cast.
I don't know if I've seen it.
Fear of a Black Hat is funny.
I know
And it's
about Black
basically
Hat.
that same premise. It's like she's setting up a documentary about this rap group, and it's a play on it. You probably seen
Yeah, I
it.
seen it. It was the movie he did before he did Woo.
Tales from the Hood.
Was it Woo or Tales from the Hood?
He did Tales from the Hood after this, and then he did not Woo, Sprung.
Sprung.
Yeah.
I don't even remember Sprung. Like I remember.
I
you know what I mean, but I don't
never
remember.
saw it all the way
Then
through.
I rewatched
he
Woo
produced
recently.
Second Generation Wayans. He was on there. as one of our
Yeah, he's
producers.
behind the scenes a lot still to this day. But Fear of a Black Hat is dope.
I gotta
No,
watch
she was. Who I was thinking wasn't in it.
it. So
You're
big. What is it? Big Hustle, Little China.
Big Trouble in Little
Big
China.
Trouble, Little China. I gotta see that. And
Fear of a Black Hat.
All right, I gotta watch both.
Yeah, and it's like to me, it was funnier pound for pound than CB4. Even
Ooh,
though
that's a tough one.
I enjoyed CB4,
Yeah.
but pound for pound, I feel like I laugh more consistently with Fear of a Black Hat.
It's funny to see Charlie Murphy and stuff. Like, I didn't. It's funny. You see him in the Chappelle show, and he was huge. Then you go back and you watch a ton
he
of
was in
stuff, and he's
everything.
everywhere.
He
And he's
been out
everywhere.
here.
And he looks just like Eddie, so you always knew like that's gotta be. He looks just.
I just
like
never even thought about it until I saw him Chappelle show. Then that was the first time I was like, oh, okay, he just got there because he's Eddie Murphy's brother. And I looked through his entire history. I'm
Yeah,
like, oh,
he's
dude
been
was
funny.
everywhere. Back in Harlem Nights, I was like, he's everywhere.
He's
Now he
delivering.
did get like that's. I think that's when I knew because it said Charlie Murphy in the credits.
Oh, you always knew it was his brother.
You would
They
always
got the
see
same-
Ray Murphy
Yeah.
and Charlie Murphy's name in the Eddie Murphy
Same
joint.
face. You'd be like, oh, he looks dead on him.
Dead on.
His stories though.
Oh, my
like,
God.
In green rooms,
I'll be wanting to hear stories from Eddie in the same way that Charlie would tell stories. Because every time Eddie Murphy tells stories about people,
he
whether
does
it
his
be
voice,
riding
yeah.
the car with comedians or whatever in the interviews, it'd be funny.
It'd be so
And I'll be
funny.
all in. Like that story he was telling about Sammy Davis Jr.
Oh,
Man, I laughed so hard. He was like in the light, the way the light was. He like, the devil.
I would like to see Eddie Murphy's JoJo Dancer, his version of
Man.
coming up, because
yeah.
he started fame at like 18,
18,
but
yeah.
not just moderate.
He was mad
Big.
young.
Yeah, he was.
like that's what he
he's on
told about
Saturday
not
Night
getting
Live.
paid when he was on Comedians. I was dying.
Man,
that's when him and when how did they get paid from the same club or something like that?
Like
Yeah,
him and Seinfeld.
yeah.
I can't even
cracking up.
fathom like somebody being as young as he was, being that hot now.
We regarded him as like the Dave Chappelle of that time, where it was like Dave Chappelle's 40
Yeah.
something. Eddie Murphy was 20
Yeah,
at the same level of success.
48 Hours came out and just
Wait, how old was he when he did 48 Hours?
he
That
was
was-
probably 20.
That was after
He was only
Delirious.
he
Wait,
was
let me-
21 on
let
the
me
second
cue it
special,
up.
right?
Wait, wasn't he 18 on SNL?
He was 18 on SNL.
19 on SNL. Delirious
Kid.
dropped, and then I think 48 Hours came after that.
I don't know if he would have been able to do it.
Then
in-
Beverly Hills
in
Cop.
He
today's
was
time.
14 when he started doing
Yeah.
comedy.
Too many eyeballs, like social media. That's a
Yeah, I
lot.
don't think
That's a
we'll
lot
see.
for a
It's like it's
kid.
almost like Michael Jackson. We haven't seen another one since where our parents they were famous when our parents were kids.
It's just
Damn
too
near.
much.
Yeah.
Like
So in 1981, he turned 20.
You gotta be shitting me.
So 48 Hours came out in 82. So he probably shot it when he was 20. And then after
At
that,
21, he was.
He seemed like a grown man,
movie
though, bro,
made-
in 48 hours.
that movie made $70 million.
He didn't seem
Yeah,
like
he
a
didn't seem
20-year-old.
20.
That's because his mustache.
I'm trying to get some trim.
Yeah.
Everybody looked older then, though.
they did.
They didn't have no shape ups.
No shape ups, thick mustaches. They
Yeah.
would let the cul-de-sacs do whatever. It wanted.
But he was just even just I was like, he had to
I
be
would
30.
never thought he was 20 years old as
No.
a kid watching him. I'm
No.
just
Right.
like, he never felt young.
No.
No.
And then from there, nobody has this story.
Especially the subject matter.
Nobody has this story that Eddie Murphy has.
Is Eddie the greatest comedian of all time?
There's multiple greatest to me.
What do you?
I mean,
base
you
that
got to
on?
encompass it all. The talent, the movies, the TV success, the
Oh,
specials.
that's different. That's
You have to
If, you,
encompass
if,
it all.
we, if,
Stand-up
it's just
comedian,
pure
no.
stand up, it's different. But
No.
if
Yeah.
you encompass
You got
everything,
it.
Yeah.
It's
it's hard to
Everything
argue
that happened with Eddie happened before. Richard was in the same
but
exact.
Richard didn't
He popped at
have
44.
this explosion like Eddie.
Richard
Richard
did.
was
He
a
had-
slow burn.
He was in Superman. Let's not forget.
But
this
no,
man-
that was a slow burn though.
Yeah.
That came later.
Like that was way
Well, no,
later.
he had the
Rich
Richard
got-
Pryor
Eddie got
show.
Betty-
He
better-
had-
better
he
movies.
had Silver
Yeah.
Streak.
But it
he
was-
had.
But
he had
in
a
order to be
whole-
No,
considered
he got
Eddie,
hits.
Yeah, but he
Yeah.
had to be at like fucking. I mean, I don't even mean to curse, but like 18 famous.
Oh, not that.
Richard
but he was
got-
like
he didn't have
30.
initial
But and the
explosion.
movies, he doesn't have anywhere close to the movies that
No,
Eddie
hold
has.
on,
He
man.
got.
Yeah,
he
no.
pinned
To
some
Eddie?
too.
Stir Crazy made a lot of
Hey,
money.
that's great, but he doesn't have a Nutty Professor. He doesn't have.
He has one.
The
what's the Western one?
Not Harlem Nights. The one that just
Blazing
came out.
Saddles.
Blazing Saddles.
Blazing
But
Saddles.
Blazing Saddles, he
Said.
wasn't
Yeah.
in. He pinned.
No, he didn't land that.
Oh,
wrote that.
He wasn't in it.
He wrote it though.
He wrote it. Yeah.
But then he doesn't have like I keep wanting to say Harlem Nights again.
He got
the
hits.
other one.
He was in Harlem.
I'm not
Nights.
saying he doesn't have
He
hits.
got Superman.
I didn't mean Harlem. I meant
movie
Coming
was
to
good.
America.
Superman
So what is the
horrible.
first
It was
time you seen a
awful.
black man with Superman?
It was horrible. though.
That's big.
Eddie has bigger hits movie wise than Rich.
But it's hard to judge because
I'm telling you,
And the
Stir-
talent, the singing,
Stir
the,
Crazy
Yeah.
I agree with
over
you.
100 million
I'm not
in the
saying he doesn't have
70s.
hits. I
Then
go
you
if
go
you,
back to
you
when
go
he
from movie to
played
movie.
But Eddie Murphy does have more hits.
when he played the preacher.
With Gene, that was with Gene.
Which way
Harlow.
is up?
Yeah.
Which way's man?
Bro, that movie's so funny.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
underrated.
Yeah.
All three of those. are
But
great.
he helped lay the
Which way is up
blueprint
is
for.
hilarious.
Yeah,
He
he,
laid the
definitely
blueprint.
laid the
See, no,
blueprint
of
for
course.
Eddie.
But Richard was a slow build.
Yeah.
Nobody has had this
No.
ever.
Like, I'll just.
No, not since.
Here we go.
Yeah, not like Eddie.
There's no go back to see Eddie in something. Like everybody that has exploded, even Jim Carrey, when he exploded on Ace Ventura, he was already in Once Bitten.
Right.
Earth Girls Are Easy. You know, you can go back. Oh, he was in there.
Eddie
He was in a Dirty Harry
One
movie.
Bitten is kind of funny.
He was.
He was in the Deadpool. I was watching the Deadpool the other day on HBO Max. Jim Carrey was in it. I was like, I seen this.
Jim
in
Carrey.
theaters.
Yeah. When Eddie,
Carrey
when
was
Eddie
in there?
hit, Eddie just hit and never dropped.
There's no go.
It just-
48 Hours is his
And then
first
boom.
movie
That was it.
ever.
And then followed up Beverly Hills Cop.
He followed it up with Trading Places, which did better than 48 Hours. Then they threw him in Best Defense just because the movie was so bad. They was like, hey, Eddie Murphy's so hot, just be in the movie. It didn't even match up with the rest of the script. It's just be in it. So
Wait,
I
I
don't
didn't
even
even see
count.
Best
I don't
Defense.
know.
Nobody
What-
saw it.
He was in
I
the
don't know
tank.
that
It was
He
a
a tank
Dudley Moore
operator or
movie,
something.
and it was so bad. It was like, Eddie, please just do this movie. We'll pay you. They paid him more than he had ever got paid for
Wow,
anything
really?
at that time. Just be in the movie. It don't even match up.
I just threw him in the movie.
They
never
just threw
seen
him in the movie, and then Beverly Hills Cop right after that, and then
Yeah, no one's ever did that.
Then
No
Eddie.
one's ever did that.
Eddie Murphy might have the best theme song for any movie when Beverly Hills Cop.
oh man,
They're playing that in the club.
and it holds up.
Yeah, it's so
I know
dope.
she was. I was like,
Beverly Hills Cop holds up, man.
That's a great movie.
That's
Even
the
the
first
third one.
line I used. Pussy make me brave. Man.
Damon Wayans in
Oh,
that
yeah.
joint. Chris
Was it
Rock
Banana?
was in
Yeah.
Beverly Hills
Two.
Cop
Yeah.
too, so he was looking out for other comedians at the same time.
Yeah, man.
hey, man.
Eddie.
Eddie would starstruck me.
Oh, he did. When I saw him in the Laugh Factory, I couldn't stop looking at him.
Of course, man.
I was
Hey.
just,
If you play it cool and Eddie Murphy around, I'm gonna just be like,
Yeah, you full of it.
you fake.
As a comedian, you're full of it.
You're
no,
fake.
but he had that aura where it wasn't like, and he wasn't being a dick, but it was just like, don't bother him. I'm
Yeah.
like, we lucky he out here.
I'm not saying
You better
nothing
crowd.
to him.
Yeah, you better crowd in that room though. Don't be the dude. Nah, I ain't gonna. You better crowd in that room if he going up.
No, I'm not holding it.
No,
If
he
it's
was just
Eddie,
watching.
Oh,
Yeah, he was just watching. I forgot who was watching. He was just watching somebody.
And
on
I'm
stage.
watching him.
And everybody was watching him. They wouldn't think about the comedian.
Yeah,
did he laugh at that?
If he chuckled at something, the crowd was like,
yeah. This. Eddie Murphy's been in my life for so long,
Bro,
so there's
life,
no way.
My
Yeah.
whole life.
He the homie, bro.
Man,
my
had that
whole
aura.
entire life.
come on, man. Anyway, man, Eddie, if you're listening, we love you.
we
man.
trying to get you. We trying to get you on
Come on,
daddy
daddy
issues.
issues.
Right
come
now
on.
he's in the house.
You
Like,
got a
y'all
lot of
kids, keep
kids.
it down.
You got a
I'm trying
lot
to
of
watch
kids,
Daddy
man.
issues.
It's all your kids that come
I
to
couldn't even
America.
do that episode. If Eddie was here,
If
and
he-
like he was sitting here, I'd be like,
Yeah, I wouldn't even talk.
Remember that one? Remember that one movie you was?
We just all be sitting here like,
Hey, what the fuck is wrong with y'all?
We still have to act professional.
yeah, just,
Yeah, you forgot the bim, 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 bim.
welcome back to Daddy issues. I'd be like,
How well do you know him?
I grew up around him a little
I hate
bit.
Craig.
I'm sick.
That's
of
why I'm like,
Craig.
Uncle Eddie?
Yeah,
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 you
yeah.
know.
Uncle Eddie.
Yeah, Uncle Eddie.
Hey, Craig.
Cool.
I've been around this.
Because I was like, we're all like, Craig's like, he was at my birthday party. I was
Yeah.
7.
Guys,
Actually,
just
we
stop
had
with
my
the
party at his
catchphrases.
house. You know, he always had people over. So he hosted my birthday party there.
Marlon would tell me stories about Eddie coming to y'all house.
Oh, when we was in the project.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
crazy.
yeah. I used to be the little kid that wanted to play fight all the time.
Yeah.
And he signed me an autograph that said, when you get older, I'm going to punch you in your face. Inside it. I kept it on my wall, too. Like, yeah,
That's
you going to
dope.
punch me in my face.
One day.
I'm
You
older.
still waiting.
When's the last time you seen him?
I haven't seen him in a while. Not at all.
He grew up. He avoiding them. He ducking them, man.
Yeah,
trying to get
I
punched in
wanna
the
get punched
face.
in my face.
Eddie Murphy, man.
Dope.
Especially,
how our kids
I'm
gonna
fresh
feel.
off Eddie Murphy, too, because we've been doing the watch parties.
Our kids gonna feel that stuff like that when like like Tony was at your house. Just he needs to be at the house all the time. It's my godfather. That's your godfather. That's how it's gonna be. It's gonna be the same stuff like that. You just know them, like and they ain't gonna give a shit.
Yeah.
They don't care at all.
Mr. Tony.
So
Mr.
DC
Tony.
do he be saying prove it at the house?
Prove it.
Yeah.
Prove that he was over there.
He just be at the house. What he be doing?
That's the
Eating?
hardest thing is keeping people from saying their catchphrases
Yeah.
and things that make them. If y'all like Eddie Murphy ice cream,
Yeah.
don't.
I would never do.
Foo. Man, if you don't stop.
I'd just be smiling. You know how Keon was smiling?
Yeah.
Mopping? Yeah.
Going there, fake mopping.
You're like, Tony, you up next.
That movie's perfect, bro.
Coming to America
It's
is
a perfect movie.
probably the best comedy of all time.
It's up there. It's
It should, to me, it should be his best, like the one he got the most money for, but it's not for some reason.
Nah, cause you like when you look at like stuff like 48 Hours.
Crossed
Let's
over,
say he shot them in close proximity, so it's just like we'll pay you 50,000. You know, you hot on SNL. You know, we'll give you 100,000. You know what I'm saying? But then the people have to see your box office results. Cause like when we look at Jim Carrey and like he had that streak of Ace Ventura, The
100 million.
Mask,
100 million.
Liar,
Dumb
liar.
and Dumber.
100 million.
All Ace Ventura did like 70.
Oh, the first
and
one?
then The Mask did over 100, and then Dumb and Dumber did over 100. He didn't get that 20 million until Cable Guy. So it was like, because he shot him in such close proximity,
Right.
there was no, when he's shooting The Mask, they don't know how well Ace Ventura is doing.
Right. Okay.
It's
That makes
also
sense.
you usually get that 3-picture deal where they have
Yeah.
3 lined up for you, and then you do it. Then by the second one, you're like, wait, hold on. These last 2 did numbers, and the budget is this. We have to
now-
have another conversation.
Right. So now you come to the table like 20 million,
And
guys.
then also you get bonuses. So sometimes you hitting them with them bonuses, and they're like, oh wait, well you're gonna have to renegotiate because we can put this up front. We don't need to wait for the bonus.
yeah.
Once they see the work with like the box office, they like,
Yeah.
hey, you can kind of talk your shit.
Yeah, you can come in there. The 20 million for Cable
Right.
Guy, please. And the cold part is, Cable Guy didn't do well.
Yeah.
Now that you get the super big check, it's like, well,
But I liked Cable Guy.
Cable Guy was great.
I was.
I
dying.
enjoyed Cable Guy,
I
but it
love
only did
Cable
60 million.
I
It
was
made less
dying.
than Ace Ventura.
Oh, the basketball scene in Cable Guy was.
Classic.
But you got to look at the budget, and the budget was higher than all those films that did over 100. So the studio
It was his
like,
voice.
How was the budget? So how was Cable Guy's budget higher than the
Because they had to
Mask?
pay him 20 million.
Oh, okay. But I'm saying, I'm talking about to make the movie.
Yeah, because you
Well,
know
he brought
you
the
got his
production-
salary. That's taking up a huge chunk.
You
Then
got
you gotta do the
somebody
rest
else
of the movie.
doing the script now from
Yeah.
the first script. Then you have the producing team that's on.
And
it
Matthew
now.
Broderick ain't cheap.
Right.
And then
That's
Mark-
Ferris Bueller.
Yeah, Ferris Bueller and Lion King.
He probably got 1 to 3 million for it. So it's like,
Getting that money.
Jeff Daniels got pennies for Dumb and Dumber.
Right.
Really?
Pennies. He didn't get a lot at all for that role.
But
Also,
He
he-
was hilarious.
But they didn't
in
want
that
him in
role.
there. Also, I heard they had a fight for him because he was a drama dude.
Oh yeah, because you don't think Jeff Daniels like he
Yeah.
was known for drama.
he killed Dumb and Dumber.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, bro. When he threw that snowball at her face,
Oh,
I almost
well,
threw
that
up.
part.
it.
How
She was
many-
like,
he
she
was
was
about
like,
She thought it was planned. He
tackled her
threw
back.
it tough.
I love that movie,
I
bro.
screamed.
man.
Is that him with the bird?
Then he was
Yeah.
ready.
Yeah, he was ready to fight her. I could not stop laughing.
Another movie before we go. Kingpin.
Hilarious.
Woody
I
Harrelson.
never seen it.
Hilarious.
I always see that movie in pieces.
It's-
always
oh,
was
you
a
never
season.
seen
You gotta
it?
watch
Like,
the whole
straight
movie.
through?
I want to like it
it's
more than
one-
I do.
Bill
Kingpin.
Murray is insane.
Oh, Bill Murray's crazy.
Kingpin.
I think even though he's a legend, right? I feel like people don't give him. Bill Murray's so funny in every role.
Oh, he gets
Like,
his props.
What
on
about
everything.
Bob?
in every
Come on.
role.
He gets his props though.
He
Bill
is
Murray.
hilarious,
Yeah.
man.
Whenever you mention Bill Murray around, people be like, "Yeah."
But in Kingpin,
Bill Murray,
he was a
Election.
sleaze ball.
That hair.
Yeah.
because he can look so sleazy easily.
Right.
Look at how he was looking at Osmosis Jones.
I was
You
gonna
know,
say,
like,
Osmosis Jones. You was like,
he
this
just
guy don't
looked
take care of himself.
filthy, man. He
He
can
is
really
funny.
just play it down like that. Bill Murray is legend.
His,
I mean,
his part in Space Jam is so small, but I was
Oh,
just
he's great.
laughing.
Bill Murray
Like,
is
he's
great,
funny.
Yeah.
You know, don't let
Chevy
me down.
Chase, another great one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just hate the fact that he's a dick.
Yeah.
In real life.
Yeah,
That's what I
I
heard.
hate to hear it because
Yeah.
I could never see it from his
He
work.
keeps losing opportunities, and he's
'Cause when you-
old.
when
He's
you
an
think of
old
Clark
legend. In
Griswold, you'd be like, man,
He
there's
blew
no
it-
way
he
this
blew it
guy's
on
an
Community.
asshole.
You know, honorable mention has to go to the jerk, Steve Martin.
Oh,
yeah.
Jerk.
I love Steve Martin. I read his book all the way through. I love Steve Martin.
Jerk
I read the
had
bio
me
too.
laughing.
Yeah,
Because I like the fact that
standing.
he was a peer stand-up at first. Like doing just hitting the mics.
He
Yep.
blew up. He's
Yeah.
saying, he was a
That was Born Standing Up. I think it was.
You're born standing up. You got the
changed the
rabbit
game.
ears and the black and white. Yeah. Steve Martin.
And then he went gray early in life.
Yeah.
It was
Just
hard
let
to
it
get
ride.
work.
Yep.
Still
was killing.
Still killing.
Parent Trap.
The
hella
Jerk.
Father
funny.
of the Bride is funny, man.
Father Bride is
Father
great.
Bride.
Both of
It's
them are
funny.
great.
Little Shop of Horrors had him and Bill Murray in it.
it had me jumping off a bike and letting it roll. You ever do that?
He pointed to it, the bike stopped. Steve Martin killed. Steve Martin was, if y'all haven't seen Little Shop of Horrors, Steve Martin was a dentist that loved giving people pain. He got off on it. And Bill Murray was a patient that liked to receive the pain. So Steve Martin was hating it, and he was just like, when Bill Murray grabbed his shoulders like they were smashing, he was working the drill in his mouth. He was like, oh, yeah. Steve Martin was pissed. He was like, get out. Was this something I said? So funny, man.
So I love Goofy.
I feel like
shit.
that's the only time those two have worked together.
What's I be saying? Silly shit ain't around no more, bro.
That's out there. It's on Netflix, man.
It's not, man. Netflix is the only spot that should be silly.
Did they do Saturday
is.
Night Live together? Bill Murray and
I'm
Steve
sure he
Martin?
guest
I
I
starred.
They
think
did
they
the
might have
episode.
done it at the same time.
Because Steve Martin was never a member, but I think he guest
Frequent.
hosted over 25
Wild
times.
and crazy
I
guy.
think he's has the most.
All right, guys.
All right, let's get out of
This
here.
is not
man.
my fault, by the way.
This is your
Yes,
fault.
it
So
is.
every time we go long,
Questions at
We
1:30.
went long. If y'all have questions for us, ask us in the YouTube comments section. We'll tackle them on the show. Make sure you put question at the beginning so we can see it.
They probably need another questions episode.
Yeah, we about to.
probably.
We about
yeah, we about to do for full questions.
Anything you need to?
Jaguar Baby Bacon shirts are coming.
All right. Let me know, man, so I can get one this time. I won't be left out in the cold. Craig.
I found out a date. It's April 22nd. Bigger.
Yeah,
Season 2.
April 22nd. Let's
22nd.
do it, Craig.
Pizza on Craig.
Watch
Large
bigger.
mouth.
Talking about the field.
Pizza.
Millennials finale airs Thursday. I wrote it, so watch it.
Cue it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gang, gang.
Keon.
I am in a month from now. I am at Laughs Unlimited in Sacramento, April 31st and May 1st. So it was 2 shows. Now it's 3. Hopefully we're adding a 4th. And Friday, Saturday. And that is it.
Boom.
Tony
Patreon.
Baker. Oh, before you go, Tony, I have a podcast coming out, C Minus Society.
Oh, yeah.
I actually have one on the site, but I just recorded with Tony, Keon, and the creators of Millennials. So I'll be coming out soon. And I'm trying to get Craig and DC.
We will be on.
They was bougie.
They're so popular and busy. It's hard to
No,
get
I
on.
tried to get in there. I tried.
You
I
did.
tried.
Craig was like, I gotta go to Bakersfield in 2 minutes. You got time?
Yo, your real ones is over here.
I
on this
appreciate
side.
y'all, man. The right side, I love the side.
we don't need to get all
real
like
over here.
that.
You know, talking about you feel.
So I was gonna air next Tuesday. So go to my my name is in the link, but laugh at Chaz on YouTube and click the notification.
Turn up.
Yes, indeed. Verbal Cardio, new episode dropped yesterday, so tune into that. Verbal Cardio is back on a regular basis now. Also, Tony Baker and Friends, get your tickets. Tickets on sale now. April 9th is the show. Got G King, Taquita Love,
Okay.
Boogie B,
Okay.
Dave Hellam, and Ray Grady. And
Y'all gotta follow.
It's heavily Chicago. I didn't do
Nice.
it like that on purpose, but listen.
Except for Boogie, right?
And Ben G, baby.
Oh, yeah, G, the
Yeah, Boogie's
So
New
3
Orleans,
out
right?
3 out of 5.
3 out of 5 in Chicago. I didn't do it on purpose, but listen.
If y'all follow Boogie and watch his stress, let me stress
Let me
you
stress
out.
you out real quick.
Y'all gotta follow Boogie.
This is going to be a good show, man. I'm looking forward to it. April 9th, tickets are available now. Go to my Instagram, click the link on bio. My patrons, y'all get a discount, of course. And yeah, y'all. I think that's it. Movie nights this weekend for my Patreons, too. So, boom. We out here.
We out.